Hello, good morning and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television and I am Nanatu Boate. Many thanks to you for always being a part of the show. And on that score, we'd like to hear from you. The show is very interactive, so send us your thoughts, your comments and your contributions via the WhatsApp line as well as on socials. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. Drop a comment there and we'll do our best to read the same out to you. Once again, you're welcome. It's Tuesday. We're pumped. We're energized for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you and welcome. Now, let's remind you that from the 28th to the 30th of November, the Agri Fair is happening right here in Accra at the Afua Sutherland Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. We want you to be a part of it. So come, let us do Christmas shopping. And then, of course, let's buy some fresh farm produce at affordable prices. So all farmers, all livestock rearers, all poultry farmers, all crop veggies, cereals, grains, what have you, snail farmers, let's all assemble at the Afua Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra from the 28th to the 30th of November. And of course, let's eat Ghana, let's consume Ghana, and let's boost the local economy. So it's the Agri Fair. It's a 3-day event, and we are inviting all farmers with fresh farm produce, all players in the agri value chain, agro processors, dealers in agri inputs, agri mechanization, agri innovators. We want to see all of you there at the Agri Fair in November. To participate, of course, you need to call us, register, and make payments. Call us on 0558 973 973. 0558 973 973. So call us and, of course, be part of the Agri Fest. The November edition, remember we had one earlier in June. This is the second one, a November edition, and we're shopping for Christmas. So all your farm produce, all the veggies, the items that you need to make those sumptuous meals in December during the Yuletide, come to the Agri Fair. They are all available. Okay, if you're looking to learn how to invest in agri, if you've always dreamt of venturing into agriculture, agribusiness, this is the opportunity for you to come learn and, of course, to come update yourself regarding the best practices in agriculture. So let's see you there. Call us 0558 973 973, 0558 973 973. And this is for all participants and exhibitors, all farmers, agro processors that are looking to exhibit or to participate. But for you and I as patrons who are going to shop, it is absolutely free. Just come with your wallets loaded, your momo padded, your purses stacked, and come and buy fresh farm produce, all right? So the number is on your screens again, 0558 973 973, 0558 973 973. Call now, register, and secure a slot by making your payment. Very, very necessary, very, very necessary. The slots are fast running out. Listen, the various agri associations are calling and they are presenting, if you like, vendors or exhibitors in their numbers. So if you're an individual and you don't belong to any of these associations, you need to make that call now, okay? So you don't miss out on this golden opportunity. So let's see all of you at the Agri Fair November edition, and let's do our Christmas shopping together. All right. Now, let me tell you how to get access to the news quite easily. There's so much happening in the news cycle, and it's important that you stay updated. So go onto the Google Play Store and download the Channel 1 News app so you can have access to the news. What is the OSP doing regarding the GRA SML case? What is the Attorney General doing regarding cases involving Chairman Untumi, the former Buffer Stock CEO, the National Service Authority scandal? All this information available on the Channel 1 News app. So go onto the Google Play Store, download the Channel 1 News app, and you have access to all of these stories. It doesn't stop there. Of course, we have your entertainment, your lifestyle, your showbiz, your business, your current affairs, and your sports all on the app. So download the Channel 1 News app now, and you have access to all this information and more. Now, over the weekend, quite a disturbing incident happened in the Ahafo region, Hwidiem to be precise, where a mob attacked NIMOS, that's the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations. And of course, quite disturbing to see that people are empowered to be able to face security officers, armed, uniformed men, in the manner that they did. Now, allegations have been made, fingers have been pointed to two members of parliament. They are expected to, of course, appear before the Criminal Investigations Department of the Ghana Police Service. And so we're looking to see how that pans out. Yesterday, one of the MPs in question issued a statement. I'll leave that statement for you to make your own judgment out of it. But there are a few questions that need to be asked. The questions will be in twofold, okay? One for the MP himself, and then the other for the authorities on how a security operation was able to be broken down in that manner by citizens, okay? So let's just go into the questions real quick. For the MP who says he was on his way to a funeral, in his statement, we're asking him who authorized him to visit a military operation zone and act on behalf of another MP. Since he says he called on another MP and the other MP asked him to go and interrogate what operation was happening. Now, we're asking again, why call on an MP who you know is abroad instead of contacting the district or military commander in charge of the operation? Because as MP, you have access to the, if you like, municipal security coordinator, the district security coordinator, you have access to the police commander in the area as member of parliament. So why are you calling another MP who is abroad and about this particular matter? Now, what exactly was the MP's role at the scene? Was he a partaker in the action or was he an observer? Okay, these are questions that we need to ask. Was he a mediator? Was he a participant? Was he an observer? These are questions that we need to ask. Now, the MP says that he was there, directed that they go to the police station to address the matter, and then he left for a funeral. But in the same statement, he's telling us that a vehicle that was used to transport the security officers from the zone, if like was vandalized, had its back glass shattered. So we're asking, when did the MP get there? And what time did he leave there to see all of this happen? These are questions. Now, who were the youth that the MP met, and how did they know how to expect him? Was a call placed? How did they know that the MP was passing by for them to assemble to meet the MP? So who were these youth, and how did they come by the presence of the MP? Now, what does the MP mean by saying the military's pickup was tampered with? Did he see the tampering? Who did it? If not, how did he conclude that it was tampered with? And all these are captured in the MP's statement. We're only asking questions based on what he has put out. Why were the soldiers transported in the Zongo chief's car, as according to the account of the MP? Same car, he says, had its back glass shattered. Who smashed that car? Why did, and you see, if we ask these questions, we need to understand based on the statement he's put out. You said the glass was broken or was shattered. Who vandalized that car? Did you witness the same? And if you did, what have you done about it? All right. Now, why did the MP not coordinate with the NIMOS? Okay, because this is a security operation. Why did he not coordinate with the NIMOS? You see, these are questions that we need to ask. There's police in the area. There's a security coordinator in the area like we've established. So why was there no coordination or collaboration between the MP and all these agencies? You see, these are questions that we need to ask. Then, of course, we have some questions, if you like, for the NIMOS itself and, of course, the security hierarchy. Because it beats my imagination, okay, that soldiers who were armed could not withstand such a mob. I'm not asking for brutal force, but per their training, they have tactical knowledge on how to deal with some of these situations. So we are asking, at what point was there a breakdown of authority and law enforcement? Okay? Why were armed state officers unable to enforce authority? Was there command paralysis? Was there tactical failure? Or was there political influence in this matter? These are questions that we need to ask. Now, for any operation that is carried out by any unit of the military, it is sanctioned by the command. So where was the military command in this particular matter? And how is it that the operatives on the ground were unable to seek reinforcement from the command? How long will it take for reinforcement to show up in the midst of such danger? You see, there's ground, there's air. So we couldn't deploy? These are questions that we need to ask. If our own military is unable to withstand citizens in this matter, imagine what will happen if terrorist cells decide to shake our borders small. So these are questions that we need to ask and, of course, demand answers to. And we look forward that this probe by the Ghana Police Service will open up some of these things so that we can understand exactly what happened. And if sanctions are to be meted out to some people, same should be done so that it deters others from this. For a president who has come to power with protocols for his appointees, although these MPs may not necessarily be appointees of the president, but at least they form part of the government of the day. And so if this code of conduct is not being adhered to, question is, are these MPs deliberately sabotaging the president or not? Peace. Shalom. Let's get into the newspapers for today. Let's bring you the front pages of the various dailies and let's look at what the papers are saying this morning. Daily Graphic is here and you can see the president of Germany in a handshake with the president of Ghana. Quite a beautiful picture if you ask me. And the story says Germany pledges 65 million euro support for Ghana as President Mahama hosts President Steinmeier. Germany pledges 65 million euro support for Ghana as President Mahama hosts President Steinmeier. Galamsey attack on Naimos team. 2 MPs hauled before police CID. And for those of you who are making noise, MP cannot be arrested. Let's speak up. Go and read the law again. Let's see. Go and read the law and understand. So Galamsey attack on Naimos team. 2 MPs hauled before police CID. Lithium mining venture in limbo. New cyber security bill threatens press freedom. That's according to the Ghana Journalist Association, GJA, I beg your pardon. And you have Amancia Rural Bank records 207.98% profit growth. Amancia Rural Bank records 207.98% profit growth. So that's the front page of the Daily Graphic. If you go to the back page, Okran elected president of Ghana Tourism Federation. Okran elected president of Ghana Tourism Federation. And then you have unidentified gunmen attack 2 immigration officers at Nangani. This is disturbing and it's becoming one too many. We are getting too many reports of immigration officers being attacked. What could be happening? And could it be a case of revenge? What could be happening? These officers are deployed to man the borders of this country in service to the country. And I don't think we should be attacking them and shooting at them and killing them. It's so wrong and the authorities need to be quick and act about this. All right. Ghanaian Times, front page. Germany pledges 65 million euro support to Ghana. Germany pledges 65 million euro support to Ghana. GJA considering legal action at ECOWAS Human Rights Court over Ahmed Swale's case. That's according to the president of the Ghana Journalist Association. Government engages ESPA to clear outstanding arrears. That's the local government minister speaking. Hwidiem disturbances. IGP directs CID to take over investigations. Hwidiem disturbances, IGP directs CID to take over investigations. And then when you go to the back page, you have State Housing Company targets 200 million CD debt recovery. That's according to the managing director of the company. State Housing Company targets 200 million CD debt recovery. And then Education Minister inaugurates 160-bed girls' dormitory for Bimbilla SHS. Education Minister inaugurates 160-bed girls' dormitory for Bimbilla SHS. So that's the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Bring you the Chronicle. Chronicle says, Hwidiem Galamsey incident. Mahama's party men sabotaging him? That's the question. And I think it's an important question, as I mentioned earlier. If the president appears to be doing a lot of work, and just a day after a bill was tabled to revoke LI 2462, we are seeing members of parliament, or we are hearing members of parliament allegedly mobilizing youth to attack the NIMOS. Then we are not sure where we are going as a country. So we need to look into this matter. Hwidiem Galamsey incident. Mahama's party men sabotaging him. That's the question on the front page of the Chronicle. Oponfosu likely to contest NDC flag bearership. That's Akwesi Oponfosu. Likely to contest NDC flag bearership. Former Western Regional Minister advises chiefs speak up against injustice in Atuabo chieftaincy dispute. Speak up against injustice in Atuabo chieftaincy disputes. That's a former Western Regional Minister advising the chiefs of the area. And then our scripture for today is from the book of Luke, chapter 22, the verse 21. But behold, the hand of the one betraying me is with mine on the table. But behold, the hand of the one betraying me is with mine on the table. I'm sure this is in relation to the headline story asking if Mahama's party men are sabotaging him. And then, of course, the old Akan adage that says, Abu Bekawa if you to them. All right, let me take you to the Daily Guide newspaper. Daily Guide says, SML rebuts OSP claims, calls for evidence-based verification. SML rebuts OSP claims, calls for evidence-based verification. AG frees Wontumi co-accused. Well, we understand he's now a prosecution witness. We'll follow and see how it goes. MP invited over NIMOS task force assault. Germany supports Ghana with 65 million euros. Germany supports Ghana with 65 million euros. GRA head of legal arrested. GRA head of legal arrested. So that's the Daily Guide newspaper. Daybreak. Daybreak says, Mahama pushes for new regional security platform. Mahama pushes for new regional security platform. Excavator parts vanish under military watch at Burma camp. Who watches the watchman? Excavator parts vanish under military watch at Burma camp. Okaikwe North MCE hints of sanitation court. Okaikwe North MCE hints of sanitation court. Chaos at GRA. Chaos at GRA. And then there's a simple question. Is Erica J in charge of NEIP? There's a question by the Daybreak newspaper. Get a copy and you understand why they're posing this question this morning. I'll wrap it off with the Insights. The Insights newspaper says, Brian Achampong vows to adopt Volta Region NPP, pledges new future of hope, unity and growth. Brian Achampong vows to adopt Volta Region NPP, pledges new future of hope, unity and growth. And then towards renewed African liberation, 80 years since 1945 Manchester Congress and the need for revolutionary Pan-Africanism. Towards renewed African liberation, 80 years since 1945 Manchester Congress and the need for revolutionary Pan-Africanism. State Housing Company offers debtors juicy 15% discount on fees owed in new revenue mobilization campaign. 2 immigration officers shot by unknown gunmen. Ghana suffering revenue leakages due to smuggling activities. That's according to FABAG, the Food and Beverages Association Ghana. And then you have Gomoa chief appeals to IGP to rein in detractors over false claims. So that's the Insights newspaper. I'm going to take you online and bring you some stories from our web portals. Channel 1 News Online is where I'm starting from. OSP summons top GRA officials over SML investigation. OSP summons top GRA officials over SML investigation. Mahama proposes new regional security platform with Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. Mahama proposes new regional security platform with Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. NIMOS attack Esutifi North MP to appear before CID today. NIMOS attack Esutifi North MP to appear before CID today. Ghanaians yet to feel full benefits of economic recovery. That's according to the IMF. Ministry of Health, that's MOH, Ministry of Health urges doctors to accept postings in all regions and districts. Ministry of Health urges doctors to accept postings in all regions and districts. DCOP Arthur Osei Akuto officially assumes duty as Ashanti Regional Police Commander. DCOP Arthur Osei Akuto officially assumes duty as Ashanti Regional Police Commander. Hwidiem clash. Attack on NIMOS team despicable. That's according to Ken Ashibe. AG withdraws prosecution against Akonta Mining's GM in Galamsey case. Hwidiem clash. I didn't order release of any miner. That's Collins Dauda, one of the MPs cited in this matter speaking. OSP arrest GRA's acting head of legal. Hwidiem clash. NIMOS failure could cost NDC votes. That's an expert issuing that warning. Esutifi North MP denies inciting youth in Hwidiem military attack, calls for fair probe. And smart infraco deal submitted to Attorney General for advice. That's according to the Communication Minister, Samuel Nate George. All right, I'm going to take you to citynewsroom.com. Citynewsroom.com. OSP summons GRA boss and top officials over SML deal or SML scandal. And then you have best measure of economy is at the pumps. That's according to COPEC, speaking on the fuel price drop. Unlicensed mobile loan apps face BOG sanctions after June 2026 deadline. Stay course on policy stance to sustain inflation gains. IMF to BOG. IMF cautions Ghana against costly return to international capital markets. Cybersecurity bill could endanger press freedom. That's according to the GJA. Cybersecurity bill could endanger press freedom. Discontinuing Ahmed Swale case sets dangerous precedent. GJA to Attorney General. Discontinuing Ahmed Swale case sets dangerous precedent. That's the Ghana Journalists Association speaking to the Attorney General. PAC, that's the Public Accounts Committee. CATH, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. RAGE, that's the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. 10 other institutions referred to AG for prosecution. So this is stemming out of the Public Accounts Committee sittings or hearings. And then the IMF is here, says Ghana's economy growing above potential 6%. Ghana's economy growing above potential 6%. Potential at 6%. That's what they should actually say. IMF outlines 3 urgent reforms to sustain Ghana's economic recovery. And then you have avoid past mistakes of excessive borrowing. IMF warns Ghana. Avoid past mistakes of excessive borrowing. IMF warns Ghana. So go online, citynewsroom.com, as well as channel1newsonline.com, and you get details of these stories and more. You're watching Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the news review segment.
Full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters Face to Face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you're in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and what and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama will be a mean president if he prioritized only his children and DCP. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
This November, something amazing is coming to Accra. Are you a farmer with fresh produce? Are you into fish farming, poultry, or livestock? Then get ready for the November edition of the Agri Fair 2025. Yes, Agri Fair 2025. It's happening on Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November. It's happening at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park, and it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. It's the ultimate weekend marketplace. From fruits and vegetables to poultry, livestock, and fish to agri inputs and processing machinery, all at unbeatable farm gate prices. Whether you're selling or buying, this is your chance to connect, trade, and grow. Enjoy the freshest farm produce, sizzling kebabs, and a vibrant marketplace atmosphere all in one space. Register now and secure your spot. Call 0558-973-973 for more information. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, and Gersel.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel 1 Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
If you're not to no, we'll complain there in the sense, why do I share one rooms now? It doesn't smell pleasant. Or haunting no complaints now, baby, into the fair and
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced, and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes.
Without a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story, and we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel 1 Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel 1 TV this and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I catch you.
Beyond Borders is sponsored by Copen Hospitality.
Technology has helped various caregivers and professionals in the circles of autism to enhance their skills.
It will enhance their social interaction through virtual meetings.
The cost of the equipment needs to be made affordable, cheaper, so that people could use it and access it.
A lot of people can use, like we are able to use short code, which is that once you have average network to even send SMS, it is able to answer certain questions.
People at the rural end should not be left out, because that would actually reduce this rural-urban migration.
Welcome to Edtech Monday. This is a platform for education, technology discussions, and we have a focus on policymakers, entrepreneurs, and education ecosystem. Edtech Monday is a platform created by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Mest Africa to bring Edtech entrepreneurs, policy stakeholders, and government together to deliberate on important issues within Edtech.
Watch Edtech Mondays on Mondays at 7 p.m. Brought to you by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Mest Africa, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello there. Thank you for keeping faith with us. This is Channel 1 Television. You're watching Breakfast Daily. It's time now for the news review segment where we get to have a conversation on some topical issues and bring you different perspectives regarding the same issues. You're invited to join the conversation by sharing your thoughts, your comments, and contributions with us via the WhatsApp number on your screens. You can join us also on socials. We're streaming live on YouTube, Channel 1 TV. We're on Facebook. We are very, very interactive on X. We're engaging on Instagram. And you can enjoy some video content from Channel 1 TV on TikTok. Let me say good morning to Alfred Thompson. He's a member of the NPP's communications team. And Larry Dogbe is the managing editor of the Herald newspaper. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you. We have a lot on our plates this morning, and we're starting with the issue of illegal mining and what unfortunate incident transpired in the Ahafo region over the weekend. That's the Hwidiem area. 2 members of parliament have been cited in this confusion where a mob attacked the NIMOS team, which was carrying out an operation within the area. The 2 MPs will be the members for Esutifi North and Esutifi South. We've seen a statement from one seeking to clear his name in this matter, but the update on this issue is that this member of parliament is to appear before the police CID. A lot of commentary has been run regarding whether or not an MP can be arrested by the police, blah, 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 and all of that. But I want to look at the merits of the issue. At a point where the state has presented an LI in Parliament to revoke LI 2462 that prevents, that allows for mining in forest reserves, at a point where the government is committing resources to fight illegal mining, deploying NIMOS to Galamsey sites to forestall some of these actions, it is quite troubling that, assuming without admitting that an MP is engaged in such an issue, a member of parliament. Larry, since this issue came out, I don't know what you've made of it up until now. And then the statement issued by this MP, your quick thoughts on this.
Good morning to you once again. Good morning to our viewers and good morning to Alfred. You see, when you promise something, okay, or you should ensure that everybody within the system, okay, gets to imbibe on
it's aligned.
Exactly, it's aligned. And so, I mean, NDC in opposition promised to fight Galamsey. Galamsey had determined the election before and this one. And so people come to office and expectations, are quite high. Now, and rightly so, you would have everybody, not just the president or ministers, but even members of your, parliament.
Yeah.
As well as even party executives, from national to constituency or to regional to every, all the way down there. Everybody has to align because a promise has been made, and a promise has to be what? Kept.
True.
I mean, what is the issue? Destruction of water bodies, destruction of forest covers, destruction of the land even for cultivation and all that. Food is contaminated. Yesterday I was listening to a news, item on BBC, and Galamsey, the fact that contombre, and even tomato is now highly, contaminated with mercury and cyanide. It's been broadcasted to the world. It's been what? Broadcasted to the world. And this is just contemporary and tomatoes. How about the fish that we eat? The animals, exactly, that feed on some of these things. See, you and I are here. We could say that today we want to eat bush meat and walk to Kantamanto or wherever it is and start buying akantie. Okay? What that akantie was actually, caught with a trap, it's a different matter.
Yeah.
Whether somebody, poured some cyanide somewhere and then that akantie went to drink it and then died and then the person picked it, it's also another.
Yeah.
We've been here where people go, the light fishing thing that used to happen where people would drop bulbs into the water and then the fish will, run around it and then they pour acid. So I know acid, DDT or so. Yeah. And then the fish will die and then they'll pick it up. It happened before in this country.
Yeah.
So poison is in the hands of people and they are using it to pollute the land. And that poison is, finding its way into the food we are eating. So if you have an MP behaving the way he did, for me, the law must take its course.
Sure.
And I've read his statement. And when you read his statement, and the narrative from the military, as well as the police, they are totally, different. He was passing, heading towards somewhere. Yeah. He saw some, activities, somewhere, and decided to go. But before he went there, he had called, Collins Dowda to find out whether he Collins Dowda was around, so that the two of them could go together.
Yeah.
To the
funeral.
To the funeral. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he said to go to where the event was.
The initial call was to go to the funeral together with Collins Dowda.
Okay.
Then he saw the operation and called Collins Dowda to inquire.
Yeah.
But it beats my imagination that as an MP you see something like that. You have access to the municipal security coordinator. You have access to the police commander in the area. Yeah. You are calling a MP who is out of town.
Yeah.
As you yourself have established in your statement.
Yeah. And in any case, I mean, Alfred, let's not assume that we are stupid. Yeah. Okay, because we are not stupid. We are not stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm to attend a funeral with you, I wouldn't call you on the day that I'm on my way.
No. We would have prearranged.
Long time.
And decided, are we pooling vehicles?
Yes, exactly.
Are we going individually?
Exactly.
How are we
going? Exactly. Why are we meeting?
Because there's supposed to be a godfather.
Well.
So
once he's a godfather, you don't call him on that day.
On that day. Yeah, sure. You get it. I mean, Charlie, let's give us let's credit ourselves some modicum of intelligence. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But I'm happy that the police, have said that they are taking up the issue.
Very often, some of them, they take up these issues and then we don't get to see the head and tail of it. Okay, when a journalist was assaulted in the by-election recently, they said they've taken it up. Do you understand? What is come out of that issue? It shouldn't take how many months to punish that individual. Again, recently, I think last week or so, some of them got involved in some bribery thing that they took their, you get it?
Yeah, what they've told us is that these officers have been interdicted. That's what has become
Who are they in the first place? They didn't mention their names. You are quick to mention the guy who went to steal goats. I mean, even goats is
now it's four-legged.
A foul.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys were caught red-handed on
video.
On video. Captured on video. And you are not ready to tell us their names. Do you understand? So they take up these things, and then we don't get to, you know. But I mean, back to the issue. Attacking soldiers. Those soldiers could have, I mean, shot and killed anybody because once they felt threatened. And we need to commend them for not going, you know, that route. Or else, I mean, the story would have been different by now. They were under attack.
Others are also concerned that armed men are able to allow civilians, if you like, handle them in the way that they did. And what happened to calling for reinforcement? And of course, it goes to, not to remind Ghanaians of our pain, but our emergency response. And just like what happened on August 6th. How much time, I mean, the helicopter issues, how much time will it take to call for reinforcement or even emergency response in issues like this?
I mean, Ghana's our security institutions are not well resourced like that, though. We are not in America where, you know, somebody is sitting in an aircraft. And then once you said this, they have rehearsed that thing many times over. So within 10 minutes, they are there.
But you know what's interesting? This issue happened on Saturday, but on Friday, there was a simulation exercise at, what do you call it, Bundasi?
Yeah, they were
with flight support and everything.
Yeah, no, that is...
Thank your body didn't call.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it could have escalated to something else.
If they had called and they took a helicopter or whatever and got into that place, would have seen dead bodies by now.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, true.
Attacking a military officer would have seen dead bodies by now.
Yeah, but
so we should thank our God they didn't call.
But the point is that we need to commend them for acting professionally. Okay? But that whole thing can be addressed when the police or the security agencies make a deliberate effort to punish people. We are too forgiving, too lenient. And oftentimes politics, you know, political patronage comes into all this.
Yeah. That is where the forgiveness is.
Exactly.
Not that we are really forgiving. We are not
and
forgiving.
Tribal and
It's political,
ethnic. That people, I mean, over 600 people massed up to attack soldiers, the same people you would have called to protect you if you had been under attack. And they were ready to vandalize
their vehicles.
They were not ready. They vandalized the Sarkis Sequoia.
Yeah, okay,
the
true.
back.
Even the pickup of the team leader.
The team leader, exactly. And they were ready to, you know, what's the word? Attack, they attacked the police station even. And those who wanted to burn it now wanted to burn it down. Your own water body is being polluted, that somebody is out there helping you so that you get good drinking water. Your farms that you have been on for ages will be protected. And this is the attitude you put up. Listen, I mean, I think that people should begin, I mean, the punishment, the punitive measures put in place are really not working. When you deal with one particular individual, you send a message across. Okay? You send a message across, and then the other one wouldn't do it. The court system is supposed to punish. The prison system is supposed to, you know, help to ensure reforms. We are not. And we are here all the time. And we keep hearing these things. Lawmakers.
lawmakers. And we called this, and the person says no. And we did this, and he says it wasn't there. And I mean, such infantile excuses. If we don't want 9 months, that is the word.
Yeah, 9 months.
Yeah, to work. We should all say that, oh, guys, we are not interested. Okay, and then let them stay somewhere.
And we're going to sit and wait for death.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's be drinking the polluted water. Let's be eating the polluted fish or the contaminated contemporary and tomato.
When the last tree dies.
Yeah, we will die. But maybe where I'm from, I mean, there's no...
you don't live where you're from, do you?
No, maybe I'll cross over and go.
You see, that's the deception that you might think it's far from you.
From you, that is
but no, but eventually it will.
It catches up with everybody.
Yeah.
We can't be living this
because there's no galamsey in Accra, but all the food we eat in Accra is somewhere.
Yes,
exactly.
I mean, we will talk about this our 3 or 4 days. After that, also, I mean, something else comes up and let's forget
business
about
as usual.
These are the things that the speaker would also want to address because he has been very particular about his MPs or people involving in galamsey.
Right.
You get it.
Let me
many times.
Alfred's
I think that something has to be done
on this matter. Alfred.
Yeah.
How worrying is this situation?
Very worrying. But before I start, I'll say good morning to you. It's lovely seeing you again within the short time.
Yes.
And good morning to the famous Larry. I've been checking his headlines every time, but we've never met in person.
Wow. Like you're a superstar.
You're really a celebrity.
You are known for headlines.
Thank you.
And also to my constituents, the NPP delegates across Ghana. I say good morning to all of them, and I wish them the best of luck, the best of good living, and I wish to tell them that with God all things are possible. So they should believe in the possibility of making things possible. And then together we'll rise.
It sounds like
he has managed to use possible in 3 different forms of the word.
It sounds like a pastor.
I actually wanted to end by saying they should believe in God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
It's 3.
The Trinity.
The Trinity.
Very well.
And that's all you need in life. You need a Trinity to perform in life.
True.
But coming back to the topic, I think it's sad that day upon day, year upon year, we come back, we sit here all the time, we talk about galamsey, and government upon government, we can't fight it. It's really becoming sad, and to me, it's a national security issue. It is a national security issue, and the people who will fight it are the people who are being fought. So you ask yourself, are we safe as a nation? You're in trouble.
Indeed.
It's very troubling to sit today and ask myself that there were 3 things that are serious that has happened that we are not looking at. 1, the ammunitions that were seized from them were released to them. 2, the 2 senior-most people who were there and were captured or taken to the police station were released upon the instructions of the MP. 3, the cars that they took from there, the 2 cars they took from them, have been released. Are we safe? Seriously, we should ask ourselves, are we safe in this country? Anybody can take anything and do anything, and then if we have this mob, over 600 people, brought within a very short time, then we are in trouble. I don't know whether we have the video or the picture of the MP when he was talking at the Hwidiem
the police station area.
Was he in black?
No. It looked like mauve.
Yeah.
So it means he wasn't going for a funeral.
No, not every funeral. You wear
Well, Masa.
Muslim funerals.
Muslim funerals,
Masa,
they don't wear black.
Masa, it's only Muslim funeral. Saturday, when you are going for such a thing, you wear black because you will not visit one funeral.
Exactly.
As an MP, you will not visit one funeral.
Maybe he will change it.
So we should check all these things. You see,
it's probably stylish.
I know that his godfather is Honorable Collins Dauda, and allegedly he's being pulled into it, even though I believe I'm hearing he's denied it and everything. It cannot also happen in Honorable Collins Dauda's constituency. So there is no way he will go and do anything there without the explicit orders of Collins Dauda.
It's actually captured in his statement that Collins Dauda asked him to go so he can speak to the leader of the team because an assemblyman he had sent wasn't spoken to.
Yes. So he, as an MP, will be able to talk to the leader. So these are things that we should note. That he cannot get up on his own. This is a first-time MP. This is someone who just entered parliament. He hasn't got, quote and unquote, that balls to go to this extent. And then organize 600 people. Whilst he's talking to the leaders, he will organize them. Someone called from somewhere. And someone called someone to organize these people to the police station. Are we safe? Are we really safe in this country? You see, when you don't crack the whip around people, with people around you, others will see it as a Christmas day or a Fields Day and do whatever they like. Since June, or let's say July 15, that the Attorney General wrote to Yoko to check on the organizer and the vice chairman of NDC.
Yamin and Abanga.
For over 4 months, we haven't heard anything. 4 months, we haven't heard anything. Since the MC talked about the regional chairman of Eastern Region's son organizing Galamsey or going into Galamsey, we haven't seen or heard anything. Since Hanabisu went and said that excavators are missing the next day that she went to the site, nothing has happened. When they started burning of excavators, things that have been done before and were aboard. That, listen, it's not the right process, it's not the right channel to use. They started it. We've seen so many repetition of things that have gone on under the previous government that they were doing that wasn't helping. So they started bringing in the gold catcher instead of people using the mercury. And they'll give you the gold catcher. That is why they registered people, give you the gold catcher so that people will not use the mercury because of the contamination and everything, which was a good idea. The gold catcher was expensive, so they'll give it to you and you pay in bits, installments, just for people not to
use the mercury,
purposely not to use the mercury because it was affecting food and everything. All these have been stopped. If we are going to go into details today, we don't really know those who are really doing this galaxy. Politically, from both sides. Because always you will get people mentioning names. Frimpong Boateng mentioned so many names. Nobody was arrested. Today, an MP is mentioning Honorable Colin Zahode's name. They've mentioned his brother's name. Abdullah Naba. They've mentioned his name. Nothing has been done.
The same guy the MPP had the issue.
The same person who one day went to murder someone and he was put under this wanted list. He's working freely and doing Galamsey, bringing people from Burkinabe. That same brother.
He murdered someone.
Murder?
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Because
when you look at your own City brought it out on the November 22nd, 2016. That he allegedly murdered someone and he was on police wanted list. Today he's walking around doing Galamsey.
Since then, at the time he wasn't arrested?
No, he couldn't be found.
But now he's doing Galamsey.
He's doing Galamsey. What is happening in the country? Are we safe? Seriously, we should all be scared for ourselves. And I'll plead with the president. He has only about 3 years remaining. He has to leave a legacy. If he's the only one who can change the path of this nasty decision that is going on in this country, we have children and grandchildren to leave behind. And is this what we are going to leave for them? If at this time we are doing this, then we can imagine what will happen to them in their time. You can imagine what will happen to them. There have been series of cries, there have been series of calls that the gold board is even buying Galamsey from Galamsey gold. All they come and do is to deny it. But seriously speaking, where are we heading towards? Because if we are not careful as a country, we'll be in trouble very soon.
Are you sure we are not already in trouble?
Because this is a party or a government that came under the backdrop, seriously, of Galamsey. The last day of Nana Akufo-Addo, it was hell for him. Because he also couldn't tackle the Galamsey issue head on at that time. Especially when he had issues in 2020 elections, where it now became 137. So, attacking or not attacking, we've realized that he still lost seats. Now he's at 80, we are MPBs at 86 or so, 87. So it tells you that if you don't do it, you are in trouble.
If you do
it, you are in trouble. So do it and let us all be free. So that you, as a person, will leave a legacy. Don't listen to anybody.
Yeah.
If you have MPs who can sit down and on their own say that, listen, people should go back, or they should release people who have done Galamsey and have been arrested. Remember Nana Akufo-Addo's time in, what do you call it?
Obviously.
No.
The boy who was lynched?
No, the MC who was sacked. Because he talked about the Galamsey. It was in Danger.
Yeah, that's the story. The Danger was.
Yeah, Danger was. That was the same time the Destin 2 was lynched.
The
military officer.
The military guy was lynched, and he came on radio to say that, listen, it had nothing to do with Galamsey or something to that effect.
No, he came when President had ordered that, listen, that Galamsey activity should stop. He said that that's what they do for a living. So they cannot stop the people from doing the Galamsey. And the president said, okay, then we can stop you from doing your work.
And he was sacked.
He was sacked.
No, Alfred.
Yes,
this guy what happened. No, this guy was. Let me tell you, he wasn't sacked. He was moved from there and taken to regional maritime.
Was he sacked or not?
No, he wasn't sacked.
He was sacked.
He wasn't sacked. He was reassigned. He was reassigned.
No, he was sacked as an MC.
He was
okay. So he was sacked as an MC and given a new job.
A new job. That is even higher.
If he's given him a new job,
that's
a
maritime
different
authority.
case.
That's maritime authority.
That's a different case altogether. But he was sacked as MC.
No, but if you are sacking the guy for talking the way he talked, then you don't give him anything at all.
This is someone who was calling on people to go and do the Galamsey. You leave him there. You are yet to see what will happen to the MP. And his counterparts. Because yesterday the PRO for the Lands Commission was saying that they are going to investigate, which, as Larry has said, it will come to naught. I mean, the moment you start, you are going to investigate, and I, sitting on set, I have more information than you sitting there. It tells me that nothing will happen.
No, obviously you don't have more information than him. No, I'm sorry, she has more information. I read her story, and I could see, rabbiting. The PRO, the lady.
Mousy.
No, there was a guy. I mean, yesterday he was on air.
Okay, it's what I guy.
There's a PRO for the Naimos.
No, not the Naimos.
Not the Naimos.
Not the Naimos.
Shandorf.
No, Shandorf works with the ministry. I think there are two. There's a lady and then a guy.
And then there's Mousy.
Yeah, Mousy spoke on radio.
But
then Shandorf
definitely they can't bring everything out.
True.
But whatever you are bringing, at least touch on certain salient points. If I am able to bring certain salient points and you cannot bring it, it means that I have
they
information.
Don't want to compromise the information they have.
You can use that is when you have the chance to use the word allegedly.
Because
this is what people are saying.
Allegation.
So it's an allegation. We are going to check and bring you the facts.
Right.
But if you act as if you don't know and everything is in a haywire type of thing, it will be like 4 months down the line that NDC organizer and vice chairman, they are working freely. And you know the funny thing? Within that 4 months, I have seen pictures of the organizer traveling out of the country. In another instance, when it's an opposition person, the passports and everything are seized. Even in investigations, they are seized.
Well, we don't know if he's been invited.
When the president has called for a national investigation on you,
yes,
you have no right to leave the country. It jeopardizes the investigations.
No, it's
he's not been directed by a court to tender in his passport. He's not been put on the immigration's
You don't need the court to say that. You don't need the court to say that.
Investigative body.
And if Iyoko wants to do it, they can do it.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Yeah. Because in other
and
cases,
if they want
Iyoko
to even send to court that
grants bail
for investigation purposes, I want this ABCD to done, and him being placed even under house arrest, Iyoko can do it.
True.
Sure.
Why has that not been done 4 months down the line? And you haven't heard anything. And he's on the shopping spree out.
Perhaps there's not enough evidence to warrant it.
So come out and say that there's not enough evidence. We are still investigating. Because if you are able to get Wontumi to surrender his passport and other corporates to surrender their passport, why can't you do the same thing too?
Wontumi charges have been preferred against him.
And it has to do
Before
with the court
charges were
directive.
preferred on his name. He was asked to surrender his passport.
Because
and
he
not
was
leave-
arrested
and
and,
not leave-
granted bail.
So,
and these were part of the conditions.
So if Iyoko has been directed that investigates these people, they have not been arrested.
No, they've not been arrested.
Okay.
Investigations can commence
so it
into a
supports
matter.
the case that when things have been said about you, the first thing you have to do is to arrest the person.
Allegations.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Oh yes, these are serious national security allegations, and the president came in to ask for investigations on them. The first thing you do, Iyoko, when they tell Iyoko anybody that them that anybody is doing anything, what do they do first? Do they invite you? They come and arrest you.
Oh, they invite you.
They invite you.
They invite
Iyoko,
you. Yes.
it's after we had spoken of the way they are arresting people. Come on.
No.
It was after we had spoken about the way they were arresting people
Alfredo.
by heart. That is when they started inviting.
No, they
But that will not
invite
be
you.
new, will it?
It's not new. I'm not saying it's new.
They invite you.
But I said when the new boss took over, when they came into office,
Yeah.
they were just arresting. They didn't invite you. It was after we complained severally that, listen, there are human rights against these things that you are doing. And then they started placing 100 million, 50 million on heads. You ask yourself, what's the sense in this? Because bill, you can even do self-cognizance bill.
Yeah.
Yes, when we came in, we were doing 500,000, 200,000.
So they've upped the game.
So they have sent it to 100 million. So when another person comes in and says that I've sent it to 500 million or a billion, would you complain?
But you need to look at the
would
quantum involved in the crime.
When would the buck stop? Which crime?
The alleged crime.
If the alleged crime is there, that's why they can give you self-cognizance. Let us do things in the way that shows human flavor to it. Let us not do things in a partisan way. It will not help all of us. It will not give us the direction we want this country to be in. All of us, from the president right down to the last appointee, we are administrators. We are not the repository of wisdom. We are administrators. We are working on behalf of the people.
True.
So when they give you that, know that you can also be in the situation. I'm not saying that, yes, don't put the right things in place. Put it in place, but do it in a humane manner. That nobody will look at you and say that, they are intentionally punishing people, they are intentionally doing witch hunting. We are waiting for Honorable Collins Dauda to come. We'll see what the president will do about this. We'll see whether he'll call for a full-scale investigations for the detention or whether the seat will be declared vacant by the speaker. Because these are serious issues that the speaker abhors. Whether he can do that, the ball is in his court. And you see, I'll tell my people as well, we should watch what we say. Because when you're in opposition, certain things you say, when you come to government, it will come back to haunt you.
True.
Today, look at us.
True.
Things that they said in opposition, today, look at them. Now, a lot of things cannot be done. I'm not saying this to jeopardize any investigations, but when you have a situation where, whether legitimate or illegitimate, you come into office, and within the first year, your brother is able to acquire black gold or black water. When others are doing same, can you investigate them? Can you put them to book? Can you put them to check?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Ibrahim.
Yeah, but he's
I said, he's legitimate. No, I said,
no.
It
doesn't apply in this even.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply even in this case.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but
I said, when you come into office within 1 year, and your brother, whether legitimate or not, acquires black water, it gives people the chance to also want to acquire what they want to acquire.
But are they acquiring same legally or not? Because he has gone through a legal process.
That is why I said legally or illegally?
Oh, no.
Because when someone is
you are just using words to cover whatever your intention.
No, my intention is that when I see that you sitting here, you've given this your cameraman the leeway to walk around and do whatever he likes
legally.
Yeah, but it doesn't apply.
It gives another person the chance. He doesn't think whether it's legal
the
or
law
not.
affords all of us the opportunity to venture into legitimate businesses.
You are dealing with people psychologically. You ought to be careful in how you treat things. You ought to be very careful, because whatever you do has its repercussions, and that is what is happening today.
But Alfred, my brother is a known businessman.
Yeah. So.
And he's been at his business since, even before I came into power.
Ibrahim will even mention Kufuor's,
because he started
Kufuor's, hand in whatever Ibrahim is today.
I'm not saying that Ibrahim is doing a wrong thing. What I'm saying is that
the perception
will happen.
No perception whatsoever.
That perception will let people do what they want to do.
Oh no!
Because when such a thing happens, you can't go and stop someone like Honorable Collins Dauda. How are you going to stop it?
Not to say Honorable Dada is doing anything illegal, but in this instance, is he doing anything illegal contrary to what?
But is he doing anything illegal? When he goes to this thing, he goes on air and says that he's acquired transmitters and transformers for Galamseyers to work.
Who?
Collins Dauda.
He said this when?
An old video has resurfaced, but I think...
Then please look for it. You will see it.
Okay.
You will see it.
Okay.
You see, all these things are things that ginger people to also do same. I can tell you a matter of truth. When about more than within the year that you are about to leave power, I was offered that, you can get this thing. It's not by the government, but by someone at Business Commission. I can get you a plot, you can do, small scale mining. And within 6 months, the money you make and everything. I thought about it. I went home and I thought about it. I said, can you imagine that names have been mentioned and my name will be on the list that Alfred is also doing small scale mining, but don't call it small scale mining. They'll say Alfred is doing galamsey. And I said, no, I don't need that type of money. Sometimes you have to think for this person's sake. You see, now that they are mentioning Abdullah Nabe's name, they are pulling Collins Dauda into it. That why can't he stop his brother? Because everything his brother does, it will affect him.
Exactly.
Because your brother is the MP, that's why you have the guts to do this. Because your brother is the MP, that is why you think you have the power to do anything you want to do. All these things are things that come up. So whatever we do, especially our family, you should be careful about them. You should be able to tell them that, listen, hold on, this is not the right time. Let's wait. Yes, you have your money and everything. You have every legitimate thing to do. Look at the hula baloo, the brouhaha that went on with the black voter thing. Right from those who purchased and those who had purchased before and those who are in charge. Azuma and everything. They all came out saying that it's like they are bending their hands.
That's not the story.
Did they come out?
Let's not digress.
No, did they come out?
Let's not digress. Listen, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I attended the press conferences, the first one that had
announcing the 100 million.
Yeah, exactly, with the
Ecobankers.
I attended, and many others. There were media people from this house that also attended, and whatever was said there, Ibrahim didn't speak. It was the bank officials who spoke, and then Azuma Resources who also spoke. I attended the second one as well.
You don't need to speak.
No, I'm coming. Yes, but you see, let's clarify something. Is there a case where Ibrahim is not supposed to do business here?
Is that what I said?
But Kenoforiata can do business here.
Is that what I said?
No,
okay.
That's not
that is not what he's saying. But listen, if you are talking about, is that your brother?
Alfred,
I'm coming. So, Alfred, I'm coming.
Don't worry, you go.
Let's open up. Family and friends.
Exactly. Is there a case where Kufuor can be president and Ado Kufuor can be a minister? And then it is justified with the claim that, this is a man who had established himself. And he did so. A medical doctor, for crying out loud. Ken became Ken before he became finance minister. Ken Oforiata, investment banker, insurance broker, so and so this, Yale trained, Atimota student, so and that, and all that. We were all told that. And with that, he became finance minister. Whatever his ends were and however he left this economy is there for everybody to see. Well, Ibrahim can't do business. man who had been in his business long before President Mahama ventured to be, became a vice president and even became president.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, this whole
you're finished. Let me.
I mean, guys,
we shouldn't draw that inference.
We shouldn't draw that inference. That's human resources.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, they approached him and said they wanted to, give it off. Do you understand? And then there was an arrangement. There was a certain side of it. I'll tell you what, if you listen to me. Then there was an arrangement where they had, EMP had board members onto the Azuma board. Again, an arrangement was made where Azuma Resources was getting $500,000 every month from EMP towards eventually, offloading whatever shares they have in
the Blackwater.
Yeah, exactly. And that went on to a point where the point of divergence came when gold prices started going up. You get it? And then the guys were like, then the value is so exactly. And the Australians, started targeting some interest from China. Do you get it?
Yeah.
That was how come you got to even hear of it. But for that kind of, arrangement where they now started getting greedy, you and I wouldn't have heard about this whole, back and forth at all.
So was there a back and forth? There was a back and
forth.
No,
the back and forth was generated by greed.
I was using this.
The back and forth.
I'm saying that Ibrahim cannot do business.
No, that is partisan.
No. It's not partisan. I was making a point. I was building a point.
Let's not digress.
That's allowed.
If I'm not careful,
no, this one doesn't apply. Alfredo, it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply in this case at all. It doesn't apply.
Point for me. Let me take a few quick messages. This one says, Nana Tufo, truth be told, the head of the tax force knew where the tax were coming from. That is why he could not respond to the hooliganism and vandalism that was displayed. And we're all playing the ostrich, pretending we don't know what is going on. The NIMOS is carefully coordinated to effect selective anti-galamsey operation, but being professional, they try to do the right thing, and this is what we are seeing. Is anybody now in doubt why NIMOS is centrally controlled? Are we in doubt why JM is reluctant to declare a state of emergency? That's ABT Abe from Sunyani, and he says he's a political observer. Why aren't we focusing on regulating mercury imports if we are not producing it locally? Our waters and crops are being poisoned, and it's time for action. This is Prince from Elembele. Good morning. The Galamsey fight will be difficult for every president. Do you know that people earn over 10K a day for just washing sand? Money day bush, you say. Okay.
Where is he? Is he in the bush?
I suspect he's also in the bush. This one says, good morning. I am Eben from Kwabenya. Everything shows we have good governance in power that never shields his appointees of wrongdoing. We would never regret the change we voted for. Abain Papa Abba Ampa. Regards to the Honorable MCE Agbo of Gan East, Deputy CEO of Tamaship Yard, Honorable Wakwesi Mensah, and the TDC boss, Courage Makafui Nune Beku. All right, let's get into other matters, and this will have to do with the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
Are we done with this?
Yeah.
He has something
else to add.
Larry has taken my time, so. I'll just say that I think the president should. This, It's a difficult thing, but for his own sanity and for his own good and for a good name, he should do well to make sure that people within his enclave or his party should be able to crack their whip with them.
Especially for a president who publicly launched the code of conduct.
Yeah, so that when others are doing it and you are cracking the whip, no one will see it as partisan.
Exactly.
It helps a lot. Right. And one day they'll praise you for it. Today they might say you are a bad person, but when you leave office, a year, 2, 4 years after, they will say that this is one of the best things he's done for Ghana.
Very well.
Let me quickly say it. You see, sometimes we chase the big gut thing, and then in the process we lose sight of. We lose sight of. Why? Somebody was found with a gun. Just go. Is there a registered gun? Do you understand?
No, even the gun was seized and has been released.
You know I'm coming. Yes. Is it a registered gun? You find out that it's not a registered gun. So you take him on illegal possession of arms. And lock him up.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Once you do that, you you send a message across.
Yeah.
Then you can begin to focus on the bigger galamsey thing.
Many ways to kill a cat.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That is a strategy you go. But
if you release the Ghana, can you go and check now?
Yes, the Chinese were also found with huge,
ammunition.
Weapons and ammunition. That was with them.
Definitely they are not registered.
Exactly. True. And I don't know what come out with. So the NIMOS thing, good as it is, if you don't back it up with prosecution
and actions,
yes,
actions.
Prosecution. So for Enko baby,
and that's the sad situation.
Yeah, Enko baby. I mean, get the Chinese even on illegal possession of arms.
That's the sad
because a Chinese man coming to Ghana to register a gun would take exactly, and it's obvious that these are not registered guns.
Yeah.
You get it. So just prosecute them even on the illegal possession of arms, and then you use that to tie.
And even through that, you can actually trace.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be looking at a big thing.
Where are they
Go for the smaller one, the one that you can easily, what they call, they describe as what low-hanging fruits.
Yeah.
It's a low-hanging fruit you have to do.
Very well. Let's move into the matter of the GRA SML deal. The OSP yesterday arrested the acting head of legal at the GRA. Early this morning, we've also seen a statement from him inviting the current leadership of the GRA to appear for some questioning, if you like, regarding this matter of the SML deal. The SML itself has refuted some of the claims the OSP put out, saying that for them, they were diligent in their work, and of course, nothing untoward has been done from their end. This OSP, SML, Ken Ufuriata, I don't know, appears like a dancing circus. We've been going round it. Can the OSP just go to court, present his evidence, and then prosecute the case? And then, of course, we'll have some results from there, if indeed there are questions to answer.
I started the first one. Let
Alfred
do.
Why are you running away from it?
I'm not running away.
So
see, SMS story. Herald was the first newspaper that broke SMS.
So if you know that, why do you want to?
I'm coming, Alfred. I'll tell you why. So I wanted to fetch some something.
Oh, okay.
Well, Herald was the first newspaper or the media house that broke it, long before Manasseh came in. And at the time we were following this story up, it was obvious that this whole thing about revenue assurance thing is just a pure scam.
You think so?
Oh yeah, it's a scam. You have the state institution there. People trained. They've gone on courses upon courses, programs upon programs, and so on revenue mobilization
and assurance.
Yet, another person sits somewhere and craftily design something and says, something, you just pluck your whatever it is and monitor what's coming and what goes out. And out of that, we'll pay you some money. That is all there is to this. We saw this in Suba.
Info Solutions.
True.
Yeah.
And again, in that instance, it was the same GRA. Okay, and what was it chasing? They were chasing
telecom.
Yes, exactly. Copters, so that and that. And you know what they did? They brought in, Indians to come and do that.
So Suba, Afriwave, Kenny GVG.
Exactly, Kenny GVG. When Suba was knocked off, then Kenny GVG walked in. And guess what? The people who had condemned Suba were the ones who were behind Kenny GVG.
Oh, okay. Like what is happening to the health thing?
Suba was going to pay.
I'll tell you about the health.
1.5 million, and then they reworked it, save Ghana 400,000, and pay Kenny GVG 1.1.
Oh yeah, that is what it is.
$400,000, not cedis.
Dollars.
You get it.
But it's still 1.1 million cedis. That's
So I mean, we have.
But it's a job that the NCA could have done.
Yeah, we have people who are, who have been trained to do monitor whatever is going. They have expertise beyond what. But somebody said somewhere to say that they are developing, they've developed a software that is able to track, how when Kufuor comes in and when Kufuor goes out. And how many, how long a day is he able to work? The authorities or the HR could procure that software. And sometimes the softwares are even, the amount of it are not something very small. But if it's a state institution, they will tell you that they bought it, you know, millions of dollars.
Because we run a procurement economy, some of these things.
You get it? Millions of dollars. And that is what we deal with every now and then.
Aren't you interested in the management of SML and where they came from? Almost all of them from GRA. I'm not saying it is illegal.
It's not.
When I was doing the same thing, like I said, no, I shouldn't say
it raises questions.
No, you see, you sometimes ask certain questions and you try and tease your mind, you know, to come to reality.
You say that.
You said, I'm trying to say that Ibrahim is not a businessman. He's a businessman. He's making his money.
I mean, the Ibrahim angle. I mean, let's carry on. You know, so the GRA people, like you said, indeed, these are people who had worked with the system.
Yeah.
Soti used to be at Controller and Accountant General.
Who's known for accounts.
Exactly.
Colonel Damoa.
Damoa used to be GRA
Service Commissioner.
Sure. And then who?
You don't need to mention names. Let's go.
Why don't I have to mention names? These are mentioned that the OSP has even mentioned.
So that they are not remembering.
The interesting thing is this. Today, Abena, what's her name? Abena Asari.
Asari.
Yes, was in charge of revenue when she was at the ministry there. I recall our story about SML, the first one. We mentioned her name in the story that, listen, Abena was in charge of this and that. It's unclear whether she, you know, she played a role in this particular matter. And she got furious. I recall some messages that she sent to me. Why do we have to bring her name in the story? We brought your name because you are the minister. You are not just a minister, but then you were in charge of revenue. And if this thing had been cooked, and you trace it all the way down to your boss, the Minister of Finance. Obviously your name will come up. You get it? And not just, you know, Ken Oforiatta.
But it's her name coming up because she had a hand in the deal.
No, nobody said she had a hand.
You're looking at her oversight.
Her oversight responsibility. Thank you. Her oversight. Now, again, you had...
Because she has to work.
True.
Yeah. Again, you had not just... some of the people who were on the thing from the ministry level had worked with Ken at Data Bank.
Is that so?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Had worked with Ken with Data Bank. And they had even signed documents and so on. You understand? And these guys, some of them go on retirement from GRA and quick the next morning they are at
SML.
They are at SML monitoring revenue. Revenue that they had, you know, given off when they were at GRA. Who are you fooling?
Former commissioners of customs, former commissioner general of GRA.
Everybody was there. So it became like, okay, when we, you know, Christmas time where you hear crossing over, passing over, so
jumping over,
sleeping over.
Those who don't go to they sleep over.
Here sailing across.
So they go on, you know, retirement, and the next morning
they cross over.
They, you know, and then, so
that's why I say leap.
I mean, we can only laugh, but these are serious matters.
Yeah.
So all along, it's conflict of interest.
Which one?
Huge. Is that?
Which one?
I'm saying that these things are conflict of interest. When you were in office, you oversaw the handing over of this particular thing to a private company. And then the next day you go on retirement.
And the person feels that I can take some expertise from you. It's not conflict of interest.
It's not conflict of interest.
No.
Because you're no longer in office.
You are no longer in office.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. But how that, listen, there's a legal term we call restraint of trade.
You see, if I had signed an agreement with you let me give you an example. KPMG, for example, or most of these auditing firms, when you work there and you are about to go on retirement, even before you work there, they tell you that when you leave, you cannot go to a competitor company and do same with A, B, C, D, especially their partners, when you become a partner. So when they leave, they cannot really go and work even as consultants for another company, a sister company or a rival company. Because when you do that, it's like some trade secrets are there that you can release.
True.
But if we don't do that with our employees or
It's
people
essentially-
employed,
The current
it's
GRE
essentially
boss,
thing that I'm saying.
the Commissioner General of GRE, who's been invited by the OSP,
Yeah.
is from KPMG.
Yeah, it's from
KPMG, exactly.
And
And he had worked on this. He had worked on this particular matter.
So perhaps could
You-
be
do
one
you
of the
get it?
reasons
He had
why
worked on this
And
particular.
OSP is
isn't it
inviting.
funny that before OSP came out, GRA came out with a press release that
They are terminated.
no, that SMO's press what do you call it, revenue assurance was accurate, and they didn't have any issue with it. A day before,
You know.
so what went wrong?
I'm saying that there's something they call restraint of trade. It's a legal, whatever arrangement that is made that hey, you can't work here today, and then the next morning when you go or when you leave, you set up another company next
rival.
door. Yeah, exactly. To rival
previous or your former.
Sure. Now, can we have this kind of arrangement in place so that some of these things where the next morning, you see the guy, the things that he had dealt with today, he's, doing he's countering it. Can we do that? Because people are just playing with our minds, thinking us for fools.
There are those that argue that this expertise that you are deploying at SML, why did you not deploy same when you were at GRE?
Sure. You get it. Arguments like that have been made.
I'm waiting for Larry to finish to come in before I can bring my thoughts.
Arguments like that have been made.
Right.
And we need to just, you see, the corruption thing, it runs deep. It runs really deep. And they come out with, they can use what, it's like, statisticians playing with numbers. Oh, percentage of this, equals this. And by meaning that, this thing is even better than what we used to. What used to be the case. You get it?
Let me take a quick break. Let me take a quick break. I'll come back to you, Larry. You wrap up, and then I hear from Alfred his thoughts on this. And also, we'll look at the contracts and the percentages thereof. Should the percentage be before the additional revenue that this new company is bringing in, or should it be on the total collected, as in if the institution is already making 10 billion and this new introduction adds on 2 billion, are we paying the institution based on the 2 billion addition, or we are now going to pay the institution based on 12 billion? Yeah. We'll look at that after this break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of
course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go feel the luckiest. Go feel from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go feel be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey.
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
How much birthday?
Oh, how romantic!
And he followed the prompts. Yes, and then boom, confirmation test.
I'm quick. Pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts
and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family Pemasimono? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
This November, something amazing is coming to Accra. Are you a farmer with fresh produce? Are you into fish farming, poultry or livestock? Then get ready for the November edition of the Agri Fair 2025. Yes, Agri Fair 2025. It's happening on Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November. It's happening at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park and it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. It's the ultimate weekend marketplace. From fruits and vegetables to poultry, livestock and fish to agri inputs and processing machinery. All at unbeatable farm gate prices. Whether you're selling or buying, this is your chance to connect, trade and grow. Enjoy the freshest farm produce, sizzling kebabs, and a vibrant marketplace atmosphere all in one space. Register now and secure your spot. Call 0558-973-973 for more information. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, and Gersel.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey him later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you're poor, so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, a simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompts. Yes. And then boom. Confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family Pemasimono? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
All right, thank you for staying with us. This is Breakfast Daily, the show, and of course the segment is the news review segment. Alfred Thompson is here, Larry Dogbe is also here. A few quick messages and then Larry wraps up his submission on the SML and then we hear from Alfred. The NPP communicator has spoken well. We still have good people in NPP. Thanks, boss. When will panelists come in agreement on one national issue or agenda? Okay. Nana, when did Honorable Alfred know they are administrators and not rulers as they did under Kufuor? This one says, it's just how Larry has fully taken his rightful position as, Charlie, they're saying you are NDC spokesperson. I once said it. Have a good morning. All right, keep your messages coming in. We'll do our best to read them out. Larry, final thoughts on the SML, well, and then I move to.
First of all, you introduced me as editor of the NDC
Communicator.
I'm never an NDC communicator. At least you haven't approached me to be one.
Okay. Who introduced you as NDC communicator?
No, I'm saying
that this person is suggesting.
So, I mean, he can live in his own world. I won't debate him on that.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, let's begin to take stock of all the revenue, assurance mechanisms that we have created in this country. A while ago, ECG officials were accused of, stealing money. So quickly, Haptel came.
Was brought in,
and the leakage from Haptel is documented. Because then all the price, what you call it, the price, how do you call that?
The cash waterfall.
The cash waterfall from PURC has established that most of those things, didn't go anywhere. Again, we had an MD who was changing, who had gone into a certain arrangement with a bank. Where the exchange rate had been inflated. Okay? He was quoting an exchange rate different from what Bank of Ghana was quoting at the time. At ECG. I mean, we are talking about Dubik. And his arrangement with the Fidelity Bank. It's there, documented. Where did the difference go? And again, it was out of revenue assurance. We had dealt with Suba. We had dealt with AfriWave. We had dealt with Kenny GVG. We had dealt with which other one? So many of them.
Yeah.
And the others you and I haven't heard. Sometimes I come across some of them and I get shocked that this is what we are dealing with. Listen, there's so much money in this town, this country. A while ago we heard about this light wave thing. With the, that's supposed to take, keep the records of patients who visit all the public institutions. And guess how much the money, how much was involved? $100 million.
Yeah.
$100 million. What do you hear when you put your ears on the guys? Like, don't mind them. Some of the people who are talking against that deal now, benefited from it when they were, members of the health committee. Yeah, the health committee of parliament. Oh, yeah.
They are bringing a new one. It's also going to cost us.
Thank you. And then where did it start from? Now, how much would it have cost? Sometimes some of these things, when they tell you that this thing would have cost maybe $2 million or even $1 million or even $500,000 to put in place.
They say the price of an egg depends on who is buying.
How about going back to who laid the chicken that lady? Maybe it's a golden hen.
Designer chicken.
My guy, you see, we can't continue like this.
Yeah.
If it's a reset, it has to be a total overhaul.
Across board.
It's not a reset.
It's not, eh?
No, it's not a reset.
It's not.
It has to be, there has to be a total overhaul.
It's not a reset.
Yeah.
You get it? $100 million to keep the records of what? So that when you go to this hospital, I can queue, I don't have
to carry a file
exactly. That is what it is.
Press of a button.
I hear the previous one was better. And there was quick response when you had issues with it. And then it was changed for light wave. Light wave, there were issues with it. They were not getting the kind of responses that they they needed. So it's like a narrative has been built around it, even by the health professionals. I had a call on this thing from a friend of mine who works with Kolebu, that they had issues with, the light wave one, not as responsive as the previous one. Now, light wave has been changed, and then another one is coming.
GIMS, Ghana Health Information Management System.
Okay. Now, it's on pilot, but
so $50 million is hanging somewhere.
Well, it's on pilot too, bro.
$50 million.
50 million.
That's what we've heard.
So
it's on pilot.
The first.
Yeah.
Because they've done some work already.
But the problem is that payments have been made for the first, for job not completed.
Exactly. And they are demanding for more money.
They're demanding for more.
And the strange thing where you had the ex-health minister walking in and defending, whatever demands that the people are making. That, hey, pay them. They have done this. Do you know something? There could be legal issues. There could be this.
Yeah.
And even calling in the chief of staff to say that, listen, you need to intervene. By chief of staff saying the president should intervene.
Indeed.
But do you know the one who got the contract is a cousin to the President Mahama?
The light wave contract.
Oh yeah, Samson Jabba. He's a brother of Otiko Jabba.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Pharaoh. Let's finish the SML.
Oh
my God. Time to chew on the light wave issue. Alfred, your thoughts on the OSP and its handling of the GRA SML scandal?
Isn't it sad?
Is it?
You see, I don't blame anyone for all these revenue leakages, but ourselves. If everyone is taking his job seriously and doing it very well, there wouldn't be leakages for people to come and say that they are plugging in. When people go to work, they take it as if, oh, this is government work, so I don't need to put in my best effort. That's what is happening. That is what is happening. All these leakages and all these revenue assurance and all these things, if people are doing their work well, I do not believe that we need someone to come from outside to come and say that I'm going to plug in to correct and check. Because in everything we are doing, we have inputters. We have those who authorize. We have those who audit. So you want to say that the authorizers and the auditors do not check their work? They are not doing their work, and we are still paying them?
Alfred, they could be working well, but once this is coming from the finance minister at the time, with his agents and everything, one of the things that Ken did when he took over the finance ministry was to bring all his officials at Data Bank. You know that for a fact.
To the finance minister. I don't know that for a fact.
You don't know?
I don't know that for a fact.
Oh, okay. Oh, everybody.
He brought all his officials.
I mean, most of them.
You can't justify that.
Most of them were Data Bank officials who
came over the bank then.
I mean, new sets of people were brought in to take over.
Working there.
The civil servants even did a press conference on this. Google it.
And they said that he brought everybody from Data Bank.
Yeah, most of them, they took over the job of the established.
Data Bank should have collapsed. It should have collapsed.
Oh, well, that is another matter altogether.
So let's not go that
were these people qualified to do the job?
It could. Were they what? How about the people who were there? What was the argument against them for their removal?
How many people were brought in?
Oh,
how many people?
There were about 5 or 6 or so. I'm saying that
people from Data Bank.
I'm saying that. Listen, I mean, they took over senior positions.
No, 5 people.
They took over senior positions at the ministry. I'm saying that the civil servants,
every minister,
the civil servant
assistants.
No, but when you bring them from your private company, and not just private company that suddenly was doing financial engineering for the same man. Such that every loan that that the state was going for,
the government of today is even still working with Data Bank.
The government of today, really?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The government is still working with Data Bank.
Yes, but you see, the point is this. I mean, there were issues.
That's why someone is saying that.
No, I don't mind what the person says. I have been Larry Dogby. Yes, let me tell you, and I'm still Larry Dogby, and I will be. Yes, I have been. And NDC doesn't tell me what I should do. Neither MPP.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you, NDC people accuse me of being MPP. You need to put your ears. One of the things they say is that I'm a very good friend of Gabi Asaro Chidako, which is not true. You get it?
Yeah.
I mean, Gabi and I disagree on a lot of things. So, I mean, if you hear comments like that,
this. Very well.
So let me come back. You see, my brother here, when he was talking, and that's why I said let's be careful, because now we'll shift from our main conversation into partisanship. If I'm doing my work well, if there's an auditor who is doing his work well, why would a minister who is coming for 4 years decide to bring someone to do the same work for us? Why would the minister want to do that? And what right would the minister have to go into that?
Maybe the minister should come from the US and come and justify why he did that.
No, you see, you mentioned Suba, AfriWave, all these things. It tells us that there is a systematic failure in our institutions, and we need to set up.
Or there's an imposition.
There is a systematic failure,
but not an imposition of other businesses.
Suba and AfriWave. When was that?
Suba AfriWave, this was 2014-ish?
Yes, 2014.
2014.
I think, or 2013, 2014.
Yeah, 2013.
NPP came. They had their understanding. They had people that they said go and do.
NPP in opposition then fought Suba, but when they came, they brought Kelly
JVG. That's what I'm coming to. I said NPP have their own people they will bring to come and do what do you call it? There's revenue assurance. NDC will come and also do revenue assurance. Why would continuously different governments come and insist on revenue assurance? It's because someone is sitting on something and is not doing the right thing.
It's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
Oh, I've worked it.
It's not true.
I've worked in institutions.
It's not true.
And I know what goes on.
Yeah. But he said that there could be imposition.
Or somebody finds an avenue.
When you do the right thing and there's imposition, like he said, that people in the ministry had a press conference about can bring in people from data bank, 5 people. Which is saying
I'm saying that about. I'm coming. I'm trying to get to the stuff.
Because even this SML, PPA rejected this thing 3 times.
Yeah.
But still, it was pushed through.
But did they approve it finally?
Eventually.
Maybe they rejected it on certain conditions. That they should do A, B, C, D. They can't do this and leave that.
The OSP's investigation say SML lacked the capacity to do what it had been contracted to do.
Tomorrow someone will sit down and say that the OSP lacks capacity. We will always accuse. Where we have to do is to find where the problem is.
He gave the genesis of when the company came into effect. Just around 2017.
When it started SEL.
Weeks after taking over the ministry as finance minister.
Larry, you are crossing me.
Oh, no, I'm just providing information.
You are helping him.
Yeah, no, I can't help him.
I don't need your help.
Very well, Alfred.
I keep on saying one thing. If we do not do the right thing and do it well, people will come up and state that they need to do these assurances to also make sure that they rake in revenue. Because nobody can get up on his own and go and say that I'm going to rake in revenue when he feels that there's a leakage somewhere. And if there's a leakage somewhere and we within the GRA, we cannot set up and do the right thing, why wouldn't you get someone coming in to sort you out? That is where the problem is starting from. Because you've mentioned all these, we can list about 15 or more companies that have been doing revenue assurance across the country. Go in, go come, go in, go come. You will get them. But at the end of the day, every government who comes will say that the previous one was not doing the right thing. You can go in and go and check Suba. They had a problem with Suba. They have a problem with AfriWave. They have a problem with each and every one. Kelvin GVG, they have a problem with them. But I can also show you a document I saw from Kelvin GVG that had done some work on what do you call it? It was on the Ministry of Finance at that time. I have the document there. I can look for it and forward it to you.
Done work when?
That Kelvin GVG did a work on Ministry of Finance and brought up information that needed to be tackled but was not done. So we'll keep on having this. If we ourselves are not going to say that, let's take the bull by the horn, instead of going on demonstrations and say that you are doing sit-down strikes and things, let us also ask ourselves that, can't we do things right for once, so that government upon government will not come and go and come and do all these things? It's not helping the country. Because the millions of dollars that go down the drain, right now, 100 million is gone. Out of that, 77 million has gone already. Whether we are going to pay the difference of the 33 million or so, we don't know. But meanwhile, another $50 million USD has come up the line for this to be done. All these things could have solved the, the Women's World Bank, that until now, they've only removed 50 million Ghana cedis, that they should look at a setup instead of helping the women to get the loans to do the work they have to do, they gave them 50 million that they should look at the setup. Up to now, we don't know whether the setup is coming on or not. These are the challenges we are facing. These are the things that you are getting wrong. But meanwhile, they have voted $50 million, which I don't think was in their budget for such a thing. Where are we getting approvals from? Was there budgetary approval for that? That a new one is going to come into being and it's going to cost $50 million?
Could there be cabinet approval?
I still have to get parliamentary approval. Budget, a new line item, you can't go on your own. You can't do it on your own. We need to start calling, and that is why I said people do mistakes that keep on following. And if the right things are not done to check all these things, we'll always find ourselves in this hole. We'll always see that we will keep on working for people and people will be taking money away, our own people. Right. Because if you are going to go deep into this, there's no difference between this and slave trade.
Indeed.
All these names that we've listed, there's no difference between that and slave trade. When the whites were taking all our gold and all our monies away, there's no difference. Now this one is a local trade that is happening.
No, with a foreign touch.
Well,
with an international touch.
So it's a local meal with a foreign cuisine.
So I'll just say that, listen, it's high time if you want to be Ghanaians, we should be Ghanaians and do the right thing. We should do things that will help build this country. When you go into an establishment and you are leaving, you should ask yourself, what would they remember you for? What have you done so unique that you can be remembered for that? What am I going to leave there? The legacy I'm going to leave behind. You don't go and sit in an organization and walk out and then nobody will remember you for the good deeds that you've done. They might not like you when you are doing it. They might not like you at the beginning. But after some time, they'll realize that this person brought sanity into our system. GRA staff and all, not only GRA, all public and civil servants should rise up to the task. Let us work together for the good of this country. Otherwise, people will come in, ministers, heads of institutions, other people will come in and will come and do the same thing. And you get, as we said, the same people who were working there will move into those institutions and go and work there. Because if I'm working somewhere and I feel that, oh, Larry is very good, like he's a good communicator, I can get him as my PR there to come and do the work for me.
I've heard today on my tail.
I can get him to come and do the good work for me. And that is how it goes on.
Right.
It will go on and go on till one day we say the buck should stop here.
Indeed. Indeed.
And that is why you need a leader who have the ideas, the technology, and the mind to block certain holes in a nice way. But at the end of the day, we don't need to fall into this pit.
Very well.
Can I say this?
Yes, briefly.
Briefly.
You've been writing, so you have to talk.
Yeah. See, we saw Ken Oforiatta who preceded, most of his statesmen
with a Bible verse.
With a Bible verse.
I wonder why it took you so long
to say that.
To say this.
No, I wanted to come from. Yes, I mean, exactly. So he was dangling the Bible in front of us, but after he left, the commentary behind him, it's not biblical. Okay, so
how?
Yes, so the how you hear, he would have to come from wherever it is to come and tell us that, oh guys,
have you preferred charges against him?
No, you don't have to charge the person. Listen, you don't have to, because you know something. There's a political backlash on your party, which you agree to that.
Yeah.
And so he can't just wear the white. I'm coming. If you agree, that's enough. You can't just wear the white. You can't just quote Bible. You can't just investment banker. So and so that.
And when it's time for you to account for your work.
Accountability is key.
Has he told you he won't do accountability?
No, but all these things that is happening, the man, we saw him on the streets of, is it Bronx or New York?
He says he's not well.
No, at least he could call into a phone. I mean, they have journalists all over the place. They have journalists all over the place.
They should do it.
Is that?
He says that they should do it.
That's why the West be rejected.
Yes, that they can call him and
they can call him. You can also call him.
No, but
can't you also call him?
Or he can grant a press
conference. Or he can grant a press conference.
No,
I've said that many times. Having said that, I'm coming. Having said that, the GRA boss now had, was engaged by the audit firm.
Yeah,
audit firm. He was engaged by the president, you know, at the time to work on this thing and give, you know, a certain insight into it. Years on or weeks on, he became the GRA boss and now presides over the same contract.
And says the contract is good.
And now he has a benefit of hindsight.
Well, the OSP has invited him.
No,
well,
he says the contract is good. Before the OSP came out, GRA wrote that the contract was beneficial.
So he should go and justify it to the OSP. OSP says the contract was genuinely needless.
Okay, exactly.
There was no genuine reason for that contract.
But even in his case,
he can go and explain why.
Maybe when he goes there and explains it, and OSP has an open mind, not biased that I have to get a corporate rain or shine. Maybe the explanation will work out.
Perhaps.
You see, I'm saying that. I mean, listen, he's had a benefit of hindsight. He should make himself available to the public. He's no longer in private practice. He's in public service.
When is
I mean, he can go there, but then there's also this one that the journalists can even question him as to what the GRA boss.
Once he's going under. Once he's going under scrutiny here, I don't think.
Anyways, then you have Atufosin, who, I mean, finance minister before so and so, ranking member. He should tell us the list of all the companies that the country has revenue assurance
contracts with,
and what we are getting,
the value for money.
The value.
Very well. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll have to leave it here. This has been the news review segment on Breakfast Daily. The show continues after this.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trot from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey you later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it at so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, a simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic!
And he followed the prompts. Yes, and then boom, confirmation test.
I'm quick. Pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family permission? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner, President and Chair of the Board of the Trade Finance Bank of Africa, Afri-Exim Bank, Professor Benedict O. Rama.
In navigating financial challenges in our region for sustainable development, when we look at challenges, we also know that challenge is one side of a coin. You have challenges, we also have opportunities. And that is why Afri-Exim Bank has grown the fastest in times of crisis.
I also thank organizers for considering me worthy of this prestigious award, which I will cherish all through my life.
The Africa Prosperity Champions Awards APCA and Presidential Gala Dinner unites visionaries from heads of state, business leaders, social change makers to innovators to celebrate African excellence in order to encourage a new generation of leaders. More than an awards ceremony, this event declares that Africa's narrative is one of triumph and prosperity. We celebrate a new story where African solutions guide us forward. Each honor exemplifies the vast potential of our continent. The 4th edition of the Africa Prosperity Champions Awards and Presidential Gala Dinner takes place on February 6, 2026 at the Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel in Accra, Ghana. To attend, you may contact +233 536 098325 or send an email to protocol@africaprosperity.network. You may also visit africaprosperitynetwork.com for your tickets now.
Freshness redefined with Franco refrigerators. Imagine a refrigerator that keeps your food fresher and longer. Enjoy advanced features like the multi-air flow technology for optimal cooling, the smart humidity control for moisture levels, the fast freeze function for rapid cooling, and the energy efficient control for reduced power consumption. We have the double-decker freezers in different types. We also have the chest freezers in different types. We have the tabletop freezers. Get yourself a refrigerator from Franco and you will never regret. For online purchasing, just visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Call the numbers on the screen for bulk purchasing and any assistance. Franco Refrigerators, freshness redefined.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Obeying later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Latepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it with so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey.
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic!
And he followed the prompts. Yes, and then boom, confirmation test.
I'm quick. Pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like serving.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family permission? Before December, may release a motivational bomb. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Hello everyone, you are welcome to Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. We're excited to be here with you this morning. In fact, the show started at 7 a.m. this morning with Nanatufo Boateng, and we are going to be taking you from now till 11 a.m. It promises to be exciting, informative, and entertaining at the same time. My name is Chris Carter.
I am Philip Nihlate.
Right. So yeah, let's go straight into the reminders. We'd like to remind you about the Channel 1 News app, that it is live. So all you need to do is head to the Google Play Store, especially if you are an Android user. All your tabs and phones can actually get it. So head to Google Play Store and then download the Channel 1 News app. The Channel 1 News app on Google app to stay updated with all the news items that you need to stay updated with, and all the information that we have, especially when it comes to the programs that we have, the exciting events that we have. Every update will be there. And for those who travel a lot but love us so much and trust in our news, all you need to do is download that, and voila, it will pop up at any time, in any country, in any continent. Thank you.
So make sure that you download it now. And again, this morning I had on City Breakfast Show. I'm jealous. You know, they got 25 boxes of potatoes this morning, and they got what's the name, okro and all that. But anyway, you are not left out. You get more of this at Agri Fair 2025, which is happening in this month, 28th, 29th, 30th. So make sure that you are part of this important event. Make sure that you come there and you get your Christmas gifts from the farmers directly. This is sort of like a direct connection from the farmers to you, the buyer or the consumer. So it's free for patrons, like we keep saying every now and then. But if you want to be a vendor or an exhibitor or someone who wants to come to the event and also showcase your wares and also sell them, then you'd have to call the line 0558 973 973 to register, because it's very important that you register so you can be part of it. Where is the venue? The venue is the IFPA Sanaland Children's Park here in Accra. It's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. So make sure that you would be able to get this all-important event on your calendar and come. Because this morning, when City Breakfast Show, they were doing their own thing. I was like, hey, people are enjoying.
They're always enjoying.
But anyway, you can also enjoy some. So make sure that you'll be there and get to buy the fresh produce for the rice you've been thinking about from that particular vendor you want. You can buy the lettuce you want to buy. You can buy the tomatoes, onion, okro. And the previous one we did, now at a point in time, okro was being sold for as cheap as 5 Ghana cedis. I'm not saying that you get it like that there, but what I'm trying to let you understand is that people come there and they get juicy offers. So make sure that you are part of it. So it's on the screen. Call 0558 973 973 to register. You would enjoy yourself this Christmas.
Well, I remember when we did the first one, and you know, I was reporting from there for Breakfast Daily, and there was a man that came to me later on after like an hour, and he said, "Hi, please, what's the pepper that you just showed on TV?" I'm like, "Pepper? Which pepper?" He was like, "There's this kind of pepper that is like it's not very common in the market. I've been looking for it. I want it, but I just saw it on TV this morning as you were reporting." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I think I know what you're talking about, because I showed a lot of fresh pepper."
And the person got it.
So I took him to I said, this stand, not this one. He said, "Oh, this one!" And he was excited about it. He was like, because it's so hard to find. So that he came all the way to the Ifua Sutherland Park just for the pepper, and because we showed it on TV. So he walked straight to me and like, "Where is the pepper?" So I was looking at him, and you know, he actually called it in the Ghanaian name. So I was like, "Bro," like, "Sir, I don't understand what you're talking about." And he said, "Oh, it's pepper. Some pepper like this is very hard to find in the market. I've been looking for it, but I saw it on TV this morning as you talked about the things here."
Wow.
So I had to take him around. "Is it this one?" "No." Then he said, "Yes, yeah, this is it."
And the person got it.
And he got the pepper. And he bought the pepper and left. He just wanted that pepper.
I just saw a video of that on the screen. If you can put it on the screen, I saw it. It was red, yellow,
Not those
green.
ones.
Not that one.
Not those ones. Some particular ones, like they were long.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. So that's it. Like Chris has indicated, just make sure that you come.
There's a lot. There's actually a lot, and you know, it's not. And for people that like foreign vegetables and foreign spices, they're all there. Like you can see a lot of it. Last time I got some mustard seeds. Mustard plants. So you can use it for salads, mustard plants, beetroots, beets, and different types of lettuce. Yes, different type of lettuce. The normal one, oh God, I forgot the names. There's so many different types.
Make sure that
fresh rosemaries, everything is there.
People will look out for you when they come for the event.
And I can direct them.
So you direct them to where they can.
Definitely, I can direct you to where you can get all this because Christmas is coming. The family is coming to eat. You want to make exciting meals, so why not? And why not also use this opportunity to learn to plant your own food? Since we're talking about backyard gardening, people are also creating gardens with all these yellow. Rubber bowls that they use for water, you understand? So why not? So so this is a very good opportunity for you, not just to come and buy for yourself, but also you can also get into gardening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can get to network yourself when you come for this event. You would want to know directly where they get the produce from.
And
you can
there's
even
so
go to
many
the farm.
innovations out there when it comes to gardening and agriculture. We saw so many. All right.
Anyway, so that's an interesting one, and we just hope and pray that you'll be part of this event. Please.
You will be part of it.
Please.
You must be part of it. Philip doesn't like me warning people, but you have to be part of it.
You really want to warn them?
You will snooze. You lose
You
again.
lose if you snooze.
You gotta lose.
Anyway, so let's take it to trends. The National Science and Maths Quiz has been making rounds. Yesterday, a colleague of mine who went to Pope John's was like, Pojo is winning, Pojo is winning. At the end of the day, they just kicked Pope John's out. And Maoli School, after their 75th anniversary, they brought the whole country to a shutdown, but they didn't know that the National Science and Maths.
They couldn't carry the shutdown there.
We understand that the semi-finals is over, and the final, we understand, is Infant Sapperman. That is Boche. We have Opokuwari and St. Augustine's to progress. So a lot of people are really tipping Opokuwari because of the gap they really gave other schools and their consistency when it comes to they getting the marks and all that. But let's bring you what the general public is saying about this, as to how they are looking at how the whole thing is going to go. So this one says that I want to understand why you would learn for 3 years and get 10 after 5 rounds. Hey, which school are you referring to? What school? Oh, really? Anyway, let's just chip this one in as the trends. We'll bring the trends to you later on the show. But we understand there is an issue at Sapperman, Kobiman, where the residents there have come out in their numbers and they are demonstrating. They are demanding for the completion of a footbridge because they say that it's resulting to some accidents on the stretch and all that. Let's bring our man on the ground, Fauzu Masaudu, who is monitoring this for us. Fauzu, good morning. So we are trying to build or establish contact with Fauzu Masaudu, who is currently at Sapperman, that is Kobiman, to tell us exactly what the demonstration is about. So as you can see on your screen, hundreds of the residents, if not scores of them, have come out in to demonstrate. I know that road is under construction, and as the contractors go on, these residents are asking that at least a footbridge should be constructed for them. You would get in touch with man on the ground, Fauzu Masaudu, to share with us and give us details of what really is happening on the ground. So, Fauzu, good morning. Fauzu.
Hello.
Yeah, Fauzu, good morning. Tell us what is happening on the grounds as the demonstrators are embarking on this protest. What are they demanding for?
Coming to you live from Sapperman and its adjoining communities in the Gan West municipality. What is happening currently is that residents and some local authorities in the area have taken to the streets to demonstrate in demand of the construction of a footbridge. They say that the absence of same exposes commuters or generally residents here to the dangers of having to cross the streets, especially given into consideration the nature of the Pokwase interchange. And mind you, this part of the area lies within the Pokwase and Sawam interchange, which has been talked about a time with now number so far as issues with road infrastructure are concerned. I would want to engage some of the protesters to really understand what exactly their demands are. Good morning, you're live on Channel 1 TV. What's your name?
My name is Togbi Dikanapo from Sapperman.
Okay, what really are your concerns and why now?
It's all about footbridge. Let's say, I would say about MPP resume. We told them, we wrote a letter to the council, to the MCE, and they told that they would do the footbridge. And we met at Kubiman Chief Palace. We met at there and they said they would do the footbridge. Later on, we realized that they are doing footbridge and they leave Sapperman's home. Meanwhile, we have schools and kids here that are crossing the road. And there's Force 8 road that we are crossing. There is no footbridge. We go to the MCE office, we went to Marpoma, we talked to them, we wrote letter to the police stations, and still there is no concern. So today we decided to do demonstrations so that they will hear us that this is what is going on. So the government will help us, or the president will help us to do the footbridge, because we have kids, not we the elders, but rather the kids that are crossing the road to schools and the churches. And there is about 85 villages that we have around here. We have about 85 villages that we have around. We have crossing the road. Opa, Abloma, Sapperman, Fase, Kobima. You don't have food. You only have food at Amansama to Satellite, which is very, very bad.
All right, thank you very much. All right. So, what's your name?
Yeah, I'm the new elect Asafat of Sapperman. Actually, we are having a problem about our footbridge. We have a lot of students from the nearby villages. Normally, majority of them come from a very long distance to their schools. So whilst the project is going on, we have been to Maripoma, we have written a petition to the district assembly for them to let the president hear our cry that we need a footbridge for our children. And this thing, the last time we did some small this thing, and the MCE made us know that we will let the government hear of what we are trying to say. But as we are seeing things, they are working on the road. The road is going on, and within some few days, the work will be done. So since they are not willing to listen to us, we have to do the needful for the president to listen to us. Sapperman need improvement. We need a footbridge for our kids because we have a lot of children which they have been crossing the road, and that is our main issue.
All right, thank you very much.
We thank you very much.
Thank you. So those are some residents who this morning have taken to the street to demonstrate by way of expressing their displeasure, towards the non-availability of a footbridge, which they say is exposing them largely to the risk of having to cross the streets. Well, it's a large one actually. Yes. Sapperman, where protesters or residents have taken to the street to demonstrate, and as clearly inscribed on their various placards, they are demanding a footbridge. Well, it's largely been peaceful, except that earlier there was a scuffle between the police present here and some of the protesters, and when the police tried to prevent some of them from attempting to block the streets, but cool heads have prevailed now, and the demonstration is moving on peacefully. We will be keeping our tabs to report to you the very latest. Security is visibly present here. The men from the Ghana Police Service are at post, ensuring that no unforeseen circumstances are recorded, and the crowd keeps ballooning as they make stops at the various junction or stretches on this Pokwase Nsawam stretch, within which these protesting communities, that's Pobiman and Nsawam, fall. Philip.
So Fauzu, I can see that they are moving, but where are they moving to? And also, is there a petition that will be given to, say, the contractors or to the government representative in the area as they press on for the construction of a footbridge at Sapperman?
Yes. So that's actually what is expected to climax the demonstration. They are marching to the local assembly, which is the Gawest Municipal Assembly, to present a petition. And mind you, the authorities, some authorities I spoke to earlier, made mention of the fact that they have, for a time without number, tabled their concerns to these local authorities, but nothing has been done about it. However, they believe strongly that given the nature of today's protest, the petition which is expected to be presented to the local assembly, which is the Gawest Municipal Assembly, would at least yield the needed result. They also say that they have even went to the extent of engaging Maripoma, and Maripoma, we know, is the construction company in charge of the Pokwase Nsawam stretch. They have raised concerns to them to at least provide a footbridge for them while works on the Pokwase Nsawam interchange or road network progresses. They are clearly disgruntled.
We want food bridge. They want Kwalabebre. School Kwalabebre, Mochakwanu. They want KG4, Mochakwanu. Then you know you need food bridge, man Kwalano. And you told the Bian Kwalano, no Montibi, school, no Motifie. And you slap mine and say about the child. Oh, we are Moboyas, we are Kagana, man. So, Biden fear, I had a demonstration, never I could have down. Still on fear. And yes, I am no so few years still I be a demonstration now until you be say. Yeah, dear, be some our bancheno. Yes, we are to our Sapperman, our Pobiman, and Tabana, who are Baba, no, your footbridge in the Maya, I am mad or moon top, no longer asu, and we are dear, and I say.
Thank you.
Oh, my penny, oh, yeah. About time for
Fauzu, just a brief one. I can see the assembly member for Sapperman right in front of you.
Because
Fauzu, if you can hear me, that's assembly member for Sapperman right behind you in the
that's the assembly member. I want to engage.
Engage. No,
Honorable, you are live on Channel 1 TV Breakfast today. Yes, we spoke earlier, but I just want you to reiterate some of the concerns that you have been drumming on all this while.
Okay, so good morning to all the listeners. Our main concern is we need footbridge. We are not demonstrating against the government for any other thing than footbridge. Our school children need to cross the road. Our children need to go to school. The agent has to go out. The market woman has to go to market. We need footbridge. Our story is simple. We need footbridge. Kobe mine, Sapperman, Shikwontele. We need footbridge. We don't even have a bus stop at Kobe mine. When we come to Kobe mine, there is no single bus stop, which indicates that there are no human beings there. But Kobe mine is a town. So please, Road Minister, if you can hear our voice this morning, our dear MC, we need footbridge. Come to our aid.
How did we get here? Have you made initial attempts to have some of these concerns addressed prior to this demonstration?
Yes, we have done several deliberations. We have done a lot. We have met with the MCE. We have met with the opinion leaders. We have bring our concerns several times. Maripoma, who is the contractor, is even aware of our predicament. Everyone is aware. We have served letters duly to the appropriate leaders, those who are supposed to share our concern. We have done everything possible. Our story is simple. We need footbridge.
Honorable, finally, before you go, has this always been the situation, or the road network, the construction of the Nsawam-Pokwas interchange led to, because we know that usually during the construction of roads of this magnitude, this nature, some amenities are broken down and what have you. Has that been the situation, or your area has never had a footbridge at all?
This has never been the situation. Initially, the road construction, there was nothing like footbridge on either of the road. From Pokwase to Nsawam, there was not a single footbridge, but we have access to cross the road. But this is a new contractor doing a new thing altogether. So they need to create footbridge for the people living in the community. Now, nothing has been done. Nothing. And each and every day, people are losing their life because there are no footbridge. There are people whose leg has been broken. In fact, our story is simple. We need footbridge.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes. And so that's the assembly member for Sapperman.
No.
You want to engage, have a few words? If you want to also, add to the concerns that your people have been raising so far.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. I'm happy, and a very good morning to all your viewers and listeners. I want to just show you some small pictures. What has happened over the road recently, my brother? People have died on the road.
Kindly show it to my camera.
People have died on the road. These are deaths that we have seen on the road. This is a police from the court to indicate that we have withdrawn a case of death. This is another death on Shikwontele here. This is another death. Even this man, the child is currently in kindergarten. He died because there's no.
And all these people died while crossing this road?
The road has not been completed, but these people have died just by trying to cross the road. This man, as I speak to you, his child is in kindergarten. He's gone. Who is going to take care of that child? How many more kindergarten children are going to have their parents lose their lives? How many of them? So we just are pleading with government, please come to our aid. Please consider Shikwontele, consider Sapperman, consider Bobiman, and come and do footbridge. We don't want this. What happened at Medina? What happened at La Paz? Please, with the greatest of respect, we don't want this.
Right. Your colleague mentioned that prior to this protest, there have been several attempts to have the attention of authorities to address your concerns, but they haven't yielded the needed result. How confident are you that this protest will be enough to cause that change?
Yeah, so for the letters, they are all here. That is part of what we are sending to government. This 17th April, if you can see, 2024 is when we started writing letters, started engaging the authorities, but nothing is happening. We believe that this time the people said, our leaders, we are tired of you writing. We want to come ourselves. We want to show ourselves. We pray and we believe that this is going to have some effect. At least our president is a listening president, we know, and we believe in him that he will do what his people need. And we'll all be excited.
What if it doesn't yield any results? Are there any other options to explore?
Well, the community leadership have resolved. And yesterday we met with the chief executive and the police command. And we told them that we are going to continue this until we get something from the road ministry. The minister coming to say, all right, enough of it. Because we believe that it is for our interest they are doing what they are doing here. So if it will serve us, if it will not serve us today, we will keep going at it till we get it.
Okay, so now we are marching to the municipal assembly, right?
Yes, we are going to the Maripoma construction
site.
Yes, we are going to meet the chief executive.
Okay,
to receive our
petition. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So that's also the member, the assembly member for one of the areas here. That's Hwidiem. Earlier I spoke to assembly member Paul Sapperman, and their concerns are really simple, that they are demanding the construction of a footbridge.
So, Fauzu, I just want to find out from so actually the man is the assembly member for Sapperman, Elom. So I want to find out from Elom how far or how soon are they going to get to the construction site, that is Maripoma construction site, to submit this petition or to read out the petition to the contractors and also put their demands before them.
Yeah, I lost you midway, but if I heard you right, you want to find out how far it's going to take us for us to get to where they expect us to present the petition. If that's really the case, then we are just a few minutes to the Maripoma place, and then from there I understand that they will be heading to the municipal assembly, which is located in the Amasaman enclave.
But you have been reporting on this road for some time now, and you have a fair understanding of what commuters have been saying and what residents have been saying in terms of the construction of the road. What is the level of work so far? On the screen, we just saw that some form of work is ongoing. Is it something that you say that is very significant enough that motorists are able to ply the road very easy or freely? Hello, Fauzu.
Yeah.
Hello, Fauzu. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I beg your pardon, Philip.
So I'm asking you that you have been reporting on this road for some time now, and you reported on the nature of the road in time past. I want to find out from you that visiting the place today, will you say that significant progress have been made in terms of the construction of the road to ease mobility or movement of motorists?
Well, for improvement, generally improvement on the road network, I can say that it's been significant. But like you mentioned, I've reported a couple of times on this road network. But in the past, my focus has really been on the nature of the road and more traffic. This is the first time I'm reporting on demands for footbridges. And Philip, it's really worrying. It's really worrying that from where we walked to where we are headed, there is no single footbridge, and that's risky from the perspective of a journalist. I can't say, because we've been walking for close to 15 minutes and there is no single footbridge. So you can just imagine that if ordinarily you are supposed to commute from one area to the other, how long you have to walk to even get to a place where you can get a vehicle if you have to cross from. And we know that due to the nature of the road has not been completed yet. So you cannot easily cross from one place to the other. There are panels and other construction materials that have been dotted across the stretch that makes it unsafe really for commuters to cross by. So the situation is really troubling if you ask me.
That's fine. So you just monitor the activity for us there. We will still keep our cameras on as you move to the Maripoma construction site, so that we will know what these protesters would tell the constructors or the contractors, and the plea they will put before them. Also, what the details of the petition and the response from the contractors. So we will keep our eyes on and the camera on us. We follow you keenly to that particular place. But we have the Member of Parliament for Amasaman, Sedabapenyo, who actually has also been very vocal when it comes to the construction of this road. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, sir.
I trust you're doing well.
I'm good, thank you.
I'm good. Were you pre-informed of this protest, or you're just seeing it this morning?
I think some of the communities invited me for an engagement concerning the food bridge issue. So I'm well aware that there were plans to protest when it comes to the construction of food bridges. But as to if it was going to happen today, I saw some posters flying on social media, but I didn't know it was truly coming because the municipal chief executive had engaged them to make them aware that this is something we had pushed. When the president came here, I think somewhere September 3rd or September 4th, I personally mentioned that to him. And he instructed the consultant that food bridges should be placed where I am asking them to place food bridges. It wouldn't take a week or two to see the contractor constructing food bridges. It will surely go through processes. If you bear me right, this project started before this current government came into power. So there's a package, there's a design of the road existing. So if something will have to be included, the contractor will have to go back to the drawing board, see the best place to place the food bridges before work will start. I understand their frustration. I also live on that side of the road, so I know what it means not to have food bridges in certain communities, especially where kids are living on one side and they have to attend school on the other side. It's difficult. Wow. But as I'm saying, letters have been written to the contractor, letters have been written to the road ministry, highways, for these food bridges to be included, because the president said it right in front of me. He told the consultant that with what I've said, we should look at putting a couple of food bridges within a certain stretch so that kids can cross the road to the other side to go to school.
But Honorable, one will also say or argue that the food bridges that are currently being constructed, we know about 9 of these food bridges are supposed to be constructed. Most of them, in a way, haven't been completed, because I visited a place, say, a month or two ago, and I saw that some of the food bridges haven't been fully completed. Why wouldn't we wait for those ones to be completed before we demand for the construction of a new food bridge, as we put in place new measures, i.e. with the police or the MTTD or traffic wardens to control how people will be crossing the road, as we also give the contractor some room to complete the other food bridges before we make demands for new ones?
I'm happy you are saying you've been there about a month ago. If you come there today, I'm sure your reporter will bear me witness that those times you wouldn't see rails at the sides of the bridges. But if you go there now, I think they are almost complete. If I will not lie, it's about 90 or 95% complete. So as we speak, the food bridges that were being constructed a month ago have gone far to completion. If we have to wait for all the other food bridges to be constructed before we come to this current one, then indirectly we are telling the people that they shouldn't cross the road to the other side. You understand? I share in their frustration, because when you are living on one side of the road and you need to cross, you have to pick a car to one community, use their food bridge, cross to the other side, and then pick a car back. It's frustrating. I understand the contractor as well. These food bridges were not incorporated in their design when the road was being designed. So it will take them some time, get back to the road, actually look at the best place to place these food bridges. A place like Sapperman wants a food bridge. But unfortunately, where they want the food bridge to be placed, there's a flyover. So the contractor will have to go there and see the best place to place the food bridge before he starts work. And it's got to do with money too, because the budgeted or the estimated amount that was allocated to the construction of the road, I'm sure these ones were not included. So they need to prepare a new budget, send it to the Ministry of Highways for approval before this construction work will start. So in as much as I'm supporting my people on one side, I can also speak for the contractor, because it goes through a process. You can't tell him to construct a food bridge today and then tomorrow you see him on site. He has to go back to the drawing board, see the best place to place the food bridge, prepare a budget or an estimate, send it for approval before work will start. We are only hoping that within the shortest possible time, all these things will be completed, and then they come back to start something. Because people are dying on the road. That one I can confirm that. A couple of people have been knocked because they don't want to move that around. So they try to kill the concrete walls that have been created. And a couple of them were being knocked down by vehicles.
All right, Honorable, I like the fact that you said that you are also, in as much as you support your people, you are also going to speak for the contractor, obviously because you understand their job. But one will also ask, are they not supposed to know that there are supposed to be footbridges on the road? Do we need to get to this point? What happened to being proactive, you know, and knowing that, okay, while we are designing the road, we should design the footbridges on this area, and so area. You understand?
Yes, I understand. I cannot speak for the contractor because, as I said earlier, these things were designed before we came into power. So the reason why footbridges were not allocated or placed at some of these communities, that one I can't tell. But some footbridges have been placed. Some of them even, I see them to be too close to each other. But I'm sure when you speak to them, they will have reasons for doing what they did. So for this, I can't speak for the contractor, but from my layman's point of view, Sapperman will need a footbridge. Kopima will need a footbridge. Between Shikontele and Amasaman, we will need a footbridge. So we are only pleading with the contractor to get back on site, see how best we can solve this problem so that these demonstrations will stop.
And as we prepare for footbridges, like you indicated, it takes money, finances, and all that for this project will be completed or will be done. What is the plan in the meantime you put in place as the Member of Parliament together with the MCA of the area to ensure that the number of knockdowns we are recording is reduced?
Well, we can only educate our constituents. We'll go to the communities, try and engage them and educate them to try and use the alternative footbridges we have. It might cost you a little amount, but it's better than you dying, which I have done. The day I was invited for the community engagement, I made it known to them that, look, where we have gotten to that we don't have the bridges, we will have to spend extra to pick a vehicle to where a footbridge is to be able to cross the road. So we'll continue to intensify the education and get our people to understand that crossing that road is dangerous. So until a footbridge is constructed, let's continue to use the existing ones until we see the contractor coming on site to construct whatever footbridge we are asking for.
But have you engaged the MTTD? Because you know that in a way they would have to augment the efforts of the safety engineer at Maripoma or maybe associated consultants, that is
Did you say MTTD as in the police?
Yeah, the police.
Last week I was with them. Just last week, Friday, I was with the MTTD and I told them they should try and, their focus is always on Amasama. So I mentioned to them that looking at the situation at hand, I want them to spread themselves from Amasaman, at least to Kutunse, because those are the places we don't have food bridges. When the community feels they are present, a lot of people will not want to cross the road. Just this Friday, I engaged them on this matter.
And per what you are saying, they've not yet deployed their men to those areas yet. Is that the understanding I'm getting from you?
Well, I spoke to them on Friday. Yesterday, I left very early, so there's no way I'll see them on the road. I came back very late. This morning, as I speak to you, I'm already in Parliament, so I don't know the situation on ground. But what I hear is that they are there with the protesters in their numbers. So I right after the protest, I will engage them and let them know that, look, this situation is getting worse. As I discussed the last time we met, they should try and get some of their men in every community where you see people crossing the road and not at unauthorized places, so that we can get the people to use the footbridges closer to them. At least their presence alone, their motorbikes or 2-3 policemen standing in that particular spot will prevent people from coming to cross the road from the side.
And from what we are seeing with the knockdowns, is that to say that people may be driving recklessly on the yet to be completed road?
You see, it is possible that some drivers will drive recklessly on the road. But when you are driving and you don't expect someone scaling a road, a concrete slab and crossing the road, you might end up knocking somebody without knowing that someone will be crossing the road at that particular spot. That is why when you see anytime the contractors construct the road to a certain point, they put roadblocks to reduce the speed at which people drive. They put roadblocks, so they don't allow the full stretch of the road to stand for drivers to speed on. You see them put blocks, concrete blocks, in some parts of the road to reduce drivers who want to speed, to reduce their speed. But as I'm saying, what we can do is to continue to educate our people. When we get the presence of the police on that road, I'm sure the situation will improve.
Good. Before you take leave of us, you said the president informed the contractors that what you have told him, there should be a construction of footbridges. Now that you aren't seeing something of that sort, would you say that you want to take the matter to the president again, or to the roads minister, to the president, and say that, Mr. President, what you asked the contractors to do hasn't been heeded to? Is that what you want to do?
I'm constantly in touch with the contractor. Even last week we spoke. He's made me aware that they are preparing the necessary documents for approval before they can start work, because that is not part of their work. As in the contract that was given to them.
Maybe if you do another follow-up, the government of the day will see that, well, maybe you would have to pump in extra money for the demands to be met.
Yes, I've repeatedly mentioned this. So what he tells me is that a documentation is being prepared for approval from the highways and then the ministry. Then work can start. You know, the contractor cannot hit site and start working when he's not gotten approval from the necessary authorities. He might end up working and he will be told, well, you didn't get approval before working, so we are not going to pay you. So maybe what we can do is to try and get them to speed up the process. Personally, I'll do a follow-up to the highways or the road ministry to make sure that when the document gets there, they give them approval as quickly as possible so that work can start. I'm sure most of the citizens or the constituents there want to see something being done so that they can be at peace with themselves that the footbridge will be constructed. I have personally told them that it's going to be done because the president mentioned clearly right in front of me that footbridges will be constructed. But because they are not seeing any work being done, they feel that it's not going to be done. That is why they are going on the process. So I can understand their frustration, but I'll help with the contractor go to the necessary departments that are supposed to do this, help speed up the process so that work can start as quickly as possible.
Any final words from you before you take leave of us, Honorable?
What I can only say is that I'm a man constituent. Let's have a bit of patience. I understand their frustration. I know how it feels like to lose a loved one through road accidents or being knocked out by a vehicle. But I want them to know that we are in this together and we are fighting to make sure the footbridges every community needs, they have it to make movement around those communities comfortable for all of us.
Honorable Sapperman, thank you so much for your time, and we are grateful at least you joined us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV to tell us the side of government and what is being done to resolve the issues of the public in your constituency, and how keenly you are paying attention to this issue and you take this issue at heart. I think that I also say that in as much as we are looking at the government side or the MTTD coming to our aid, there are ways we could also get traffic wardens that in the interim can also help, and they can have red flag or green flag with them, stop vehicles and allow vehicles to move. And this can be done for the children who, especially in the mornings and in the afternoons when the children are going to school. So maybe we should think along those lines and then see how best we can also put in place such a thing as we have conversation with the contractors, because we know that Maripoma has actually been battling with a lot of these things, issues here and there, the completion of the road. We've had issues with lawsuit. We've had issues with some of the residents saying that compensation haven't been paid or hasn't been paid, and that the project came to a halt.
So there's so much going on with Mariupoma right now.
So much going on.
Yeah, so I think I agree with you. It's important while we are waiting for the contractors, there should be like a makeshift system on how people should cross the road. Like what you said, the traffic boarding situation is actually a very good one. And also I think they should try to use the signs, like children crossing or something. There should be signs to alert people, because I know on a road like that, people are just prone to drive just very fast.
Yes.
Because nobody's expecting anybody to cross the road. So I think there should be like makeshift signs to help people understand that, okay, the speed limit should be this because there's probably a road crossing at some point. Yeah. Because like issues of accidents are really painful, and I understand the pain of the people. If you have lost someone via an accident, you would be on that street and you will definitely understand them. And sometimes you don't even need to lose someone. Just by noticing how accidents occur and how it affects people, it has a ripple effect on families. It's something that we should worry about. And yes, it's not something that we should say that they should stop doing. They should not be on the road. We should really understand them. And I like the fact that the MP said he understands his people.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's not against what they're doing. Yeah. He understands where they're coming from, because it is painful to lose people by accidents. Yeah.
He's playing sort of a fair game.
Yes.
Understanding what the constituents are going through, and also understanding what the government or the contractors are also going through, and trying to help in the middle. But this particular
it must have to be in the middle.
Was out that you should. But this particular road, we know that it's a 33.4 kilometer stretch on both sides, and it's been designed for 10 lanes as a highway. The construction is ongoing. I like the fact that he said that if I come there today, I'll see that significant work has been done. The senior project manager, Engineer Abdullahi Mahama, he indicated that they would want to push and see what they can do about it. The chief resident engineer, Engineer Bimpo, good morning. I know that you will be doing a good job on it and trying to push this particular project. And we know that the road actually has 9 pedestrian footbridges for safe crossing. And these footbridges are at various places. So you get to a place like Toman, you should find a footbridge there. You get to a place like, I think there should be a footbridge at Sapperman. I really don't understand why there isn't any footbridge at Sapperman, because I think there should be a footbridge there. Some Junction, there is a footbridge there. You get to Media, I think there should be a footbridge there, or an underpass or something.
And you know,
and also the road itself was slated to be completed in this last year, but for reasons beyond the circumstances beyond the contractors, they couldn't go ahead and complete the project on time. But I think that if this has to be put into the plan now, something immediate must be done, so that going forward, it wouldn't be like what we saw at Medina, where people will be knocked down by vehicles and all that. And also, if the footbridge is constructed,
that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that. Exactly what I was going to say, because you cannot do all this demand for footbridges, which it's your right, because obviously we don't want people to die. And when it's erected, you will now come up and say, oh, we cannot use it. It's too far away. It's too that. Oh,
and it's too steep. It's too long.
By
and
the
all
time
that.
we climb the stairs, all our energy is finished. You understand? So I think that people should, it's important we talk about this. So in as much as we are also crying, or amplifying the voices of people that need these roads, it's also important that when it comes up, use it.
See, we've seen the same thing at Medina. You go to Medina right now, it's a nightmare. It's an eyesore.
In 2025, even La Paz.
Yes.
In 2025.
We were in this country when people were demanding for footbridges at Medina. We know very well that demonstration happened. And to the extent that you said the street lights weren't working, eventually the street lights were put on. The footbridge came to reality, or it was done. It was constructed. If you go to Medina right now, people are crossing under the footbridge. The footbridge is up, and you are crossing under the footbridge. So please, Hwidiem, Sapperman, and it's a satellite adjoining communities. Please, if the footbridge is constructed, use it. Because I know that, like the MP has indicated, or the Assembly member for Sapperman, Elom, has also indicated, it's a listening government, and should the government put in place this measure and pump money for the construction of the footbridge to be done, please use it. We'll be waiting to hear from the contractors. We understand that the petition will be presented to the contractors. I'm sure they're going to say a word or two, but we'll be keeping our eyes on this story. We will bring you update on this. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. We'll be back with more on the show.
A very special young lady. She's done so many great and impactful things already, and I believe that she's a huge inspiration to many people around the world. Dr. Khadija Owusu onto the set. She's a medical doctor. She's the founder of the Kaya Foundation, and she recently spoke at the UN. Hello.
Hi.
So we're making boiled cocoa.
Yes, we are.
Ripe plantain with egg stew. And I find that very simple ingredients. This is the doctor in you. And as you can see, she's in great shape. So clearly. Do you mind my asking, on international television, how old you are?
Actually, can you guess?
The main character.
It's true.
Spotlight on them.
It's what people used to identify Ghanaians.
Egg stew.
The egg jokes in the
UK.
UK.
I know a lot. No, but you see, anyway, we'll talk about that when we come back. Because how is your first time in New York?
First
I'm going to speak at the UN.
I've been to the US before, but it was my first New York experience. I loved it so much. It was a crazy week, but I felt like I was in a movie, like Times Square and all the lights. I was like, yeah.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Ginny Mayonnaise, Kivo Spices, and Lily Rice. This November, something amazing is coming to Accra. Are you a farmer with fresh produce? Are you into fish farming, poultry, or livestock? Then get ready for the November edition of the Agri Fair 2025. Yes, Agri Fair 2025. It's happening on Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November. It's happening at the A4 Southern Children's Park, and it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. It's the ultimate weekend marketplace. From fruits and vegetables to poultry, livestock and fish to agri inputs and processing machinery, all at unbeatable farm gate prices. Whether you're selling or buying, this is your chance to connect, trade and grow. Enjoy the freshest farm produce, sizzling kebabs, and a vibrant marketplace atmosphere all in one space. Register now and secure your spot. Call 0558-973-973 for more information. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, and Gersel.
welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. And right now we're going into our communities. Yeji, to be specific, and Yeji is in the Bono region. But before I get into it, I'd just like to remind you that when you are having a baby, you're always excited to have a baby. As a pregnant woman, you are always anticipating what it's going to feel like to, bring life, to the earth. But here in Yeji, the situation is different because expected mothers are actually resorting to sleeping on the floor at the Matthias Catholic Hospital. And we have a report on that. Let's watch this report, and when we come back, we have a discussion about it and get to speak to everyone involved and see the way forward.
District, Bono East region, established over 30 years ago, serves as a major referral center, including patients from the Savannah region. However, growing population and limited infrastructure have stretched the facility. The maternity ward is particularly overwhelmed, forcing expectant mothers to endure severe congestion, with some sleeping on the floor before and after delivery due to lack of space. Two affected mothers shared their experiences.
As I came 3 days now, I lie on the ground, no bed for me, for them to take care of me. The time I even arrived, I was supposed to lie on the bed so that they would take care of me. But because of there's no a sort of beds, there's no place for us. I waited so somebody they take care of them so that they can give me a place. So if I lie on the ground and they take care of me. 3 days later, that somebody discharged her and they took over her bed. So we are really, especially the maternity home, we are really suffering. The lady will just deliver, come out from the labor room, come and lie on the ground. Mosquitoes are chopping the baby, the newborn baby. We are praying on you people to have mercy upon us and help us.
And I'm bedu 11 something. Now I'm punishing in Ayama. Almost this almost more than Panaso and Sana Masha. See, Mammy Chair Pants and Mamma, me be around 2 more. See, the other said that 2 are buying drama, and said, on turn and in Shayaji. The demand for and can was no. You wear a plan, do 30 minutes, and almost I transfer me the bar from her. And Mammy better from one to Miss Rabban said, on Shayaji for the other said that to Domaham and himself. On bed boy and now on sit down for my. Now your bar was so another.
A new maternity block funded internally has stalled due to financial constraints. Medical Director Dr. Evans Na spoke on the situation.
The Matthias Catholic Hospital serves as a district referral center for a lot of districts around, like the Sunny West, East, and then Pro West. It started some 33 years ago with a small population around, but currently the population has outgrown that of the hospital, and so very difficult to accommodate our patients. And the worst hit department is the obstetrics and gynecology department, where we have a lot of admissions per day. So we have to improvise for patients to sleep on the floor, which is not conducive because we need to ensure that when they are coming here, they will feel at home to reduce the stress, because pregnancy itself is a stressful condition, can be stressful to most mothers, and so we have to ensure that the environment is very conducive for them. And so the management has taken it upon itself to construct a new maternity building. We need an ultramodern facility for them where we have everything in it: theater, OPD services, NICU services there. And so that's in line to provide better care for them when they come. However, there have been challenges. The project is not moving as expected, and it's all due to financial constraints on the facility. And so we take this opportunity to appeal to the general public, individuals, corporate bodies, and all agencies that are willing to help, that they should come to our aid and support us so that we can have the complex put up to provide better care for our pregnant women.
Wow, what a way to bring life into this earth. And that is a report from Matthias Catholic Hospital at Yeje in the Bono region. But we actually have Dr. Evans Na on the line, who is a medical director at the Matthias Catholic Hospital, and he's going to be talking to us. Let's get to know what the situation is like when the hospital was there and all of that. Hi, Doc.
Hello.
How are you doing? Good morning.
I'm doing good, and I hope you are too.
I am. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So, Doc, first of all, I would like to ask, how long has the hospital been in existence for?
Yeah, the hospital has been in existence for about 33 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
And obviously, 33 years, you would say it's never been renovated. It's never been, you know, like they didn't expect the amount of people that will be coming in, right?
Yeah, for renovations, we've had, series of renovations.
Right.
But to add to infrastructure-wise, that is where we haven't added much.
Right.
In terms of the capacity, yeah.
All right, so talking about capacity, when did this number of people started, you know, attending this place? When did you start noticing the overflow?
Okay, so I have been with the hospital for about 6 years now. And I think for the period of 6 years, there has been an overflow, which I think started way back. Yes.
So is that the only hospital in that area?
Yes, in the district is the only, let me say, the primary healthcare facility, and the only hospital in the area. The rest are health centers and kids compounds.
Right. So how many women, especially pregnant women or women that need maternal care, how many women do you have coming in a day? And how many also sleep there?
Yes, so for our admission rates, we are doing about 400 to 500 every month.
Okay.
Yes, and the capacity of the maternity is around 22.
22?
So, yes. So weekly we are doing about approximately 100 admissions. Which is very difficult to accommodate them. And as you saw on the screens, we had to sometimes improvise for people to sleep on the floor. There's really congestion, which is not the best.
Right. So people who sleep on the floor include babies, right?
Well, once you deliver and then you are having your mattress on the floor, it means your baby will be by you. So automatically.
Right.
If the baby is fine, the baby will be by your side.
But is it hygienic though? Is it safe for a new baby to be, say, on the floor?
Yes, so what we do is that it's more of a transition period, not for the whole day, but as and when there is overflow, you'll be there temporarily. Yes.
Doc, I want to find out from you, how many beds do you have at your facility?
Yes, so the entire hospital is 146 bed capacity hospital, but the maternity is around 22.
22?
Just 22 beds.
And you get about 100
100 in a week?
In a week?
Per week, yes.
Have you put this issue before the various authorities? We know the health ministry would have to come in, the Ghana Health Service, and all other stakeholders, maybe a member of parliament for the area or some benevolent individuals coming to your aid. Anything of that sort?
Yes, we have made a lot of contacts. And the sitting MP now has been around, and he's also working around the clock to help us achieve our goal of building a new maternity block.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. Building of a new maternity block.
Yes, we want to put up a whole new block for them, an ultra-modern block, because we don't want to just add to infrastructure, but to raise the hospital to a level that we can widen the scope of care we give to our pregnant women, so that we can reduce the number of referrals as well.
I like this initiative, but the building of the new maternity block, is there a plan for that? Like, say, in the next 3 to 5 years, we should see it completed with the number of beds you would want to get in there, and has funding been made available for that?
Yes, so That is the main reason why we have run to you. We have actually started. We have started the project, and then unfortunately, we want to finish in the shortest possible time. However, funds are not forthcoming for us to move at the pace we want, and so that is the main reason why we are running to you, so that you help us appeal for some funds support to help us achieve that.
All right. So we have heard that part, and we hope that we can actually help you with that. But my question right now is there any makeshift, direction that you can actually put out there to, at least for now, protect those women and children from sleeping on the floor? Is there like a makeshift, I don't know,
structure,
DIY structure, something?
Yeah, so currently what we are doing is that we are borrowing part of other wards, which are not always full as the maternity block. So we have made some adjustments where we move some of our patients from the maternity block to those areas, so that there will be continuation of care.
I want to also find out from you how you are able to sustain the facility, i.e. financially, how you generate funds. We know that maybe you would have to tap a bit from the government, but how do you generate funds so that at least this issue can also be addressed? If you can explain or educate us on that.
Yes, so the main source of funds is the National Health Insurance. Yes, so as you know, we have it, and most of our clients here, that is what they depend on. So that's our main source of support. Then other areas too are some certain, they pay something for the services we provide here. Not so much, because the clients we have here, the client base are people not, should I say, in terms of finances, they are weak. And so for IGF, we are not able to generate that much. And besides, we have a lot of workers who are on the IGF, meaning we pay them from our IGF. And so for the IGF, the burden is overwhelming for the hospital.
But even with the IGF, how do you go about the generation?
Yes, so as I said, there are some little charges that when patients come on admission, they pay for. And so that is the main source of income generation. And then maybe certain drugs too that they may have to pay for. We get something from there. And we have our mortuary and other department. Also lab, we generate a little. So from all these sources we put together to make the IGF.
And also with the National Health Insurance, we know that you are supposed to get claims. How often are you able to get that? Is there any challenge?
Yeah. So with the National Health Insurance, there has been some challenges, but it's getting better. Yes, it's getting better this time. So with payments, there's no much, the delay is not as it used to be.
Okay.
So,
Doc, I like how diplomatic you are being with this issue. But your staff strength, share with us.
Yeah, so the staff strength, we are 421.
That means you have enough?
Staff. Not enough. Not enough, because this is what is on paper, but there are some are advancing their education. So some are in school, though they are staff, but they are not with us. There are some too that they come temporarily and go because they are doing sandwich program. So on paper we are around 421, but
so,
on the ground.
On the ground, how many?
Yes.
But on the ground, how many?
On the ground, we should be around 350. 50 about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, with the funding for the construction of the new maternity ward, you said some sort of progress have been made when it comes to raising funds for that. But you still want more. So what will you say your call will be on? Is it that benevolent individuals, organizations, or the government should come to your aid immediately?
Yes, so we don't want to limit ourselves. We are, considering all, areas, individuals, NGOs, corporate bodies, government, everybody, and you yourself, if you want to support us, we are welcome.
But I'm saying that you are just at the foundation level. We just saw a video of that.
Yeah.
And when did you embark on this? When did you do the foundation?
Yeah, so the foundation started about 3 years ago.
3 years?
Yes.
And it's still at the foundation level?
Yes. So we actually had to do some reconsiderations. As we speak now, you can see work ongoing. We have to do some reinforcement because the initial plan has changed. Because we have to think into the future and do something better, something that will not go, and then we'll be facing similar challenges again. So the plan has to change, and we have to. So as I speak with you now, the little funds we have, the constructor is there, and he's doing his work. But however, because we know the challenges already, we don't want to wait. So it gets stalled again before we start looking for funds. So along the line, since we have to start right from the onset and then move.
Wow.
Yes.
Dr. Evans, now, before you take leave of us, is there any other thing you want to add? We are giving you a platform to speak to the general public to come to your aid. This is very important.
Yes. So to the general public, I would say Yeji is doing a lot of work, a lot of good work, because we are not serving only the True East district. We are serving the Sene West and then Sene East and even Atebubu. And then part of Savannah region, they seek help at our facility. And so there is that huge burden. So we will need that support so that we can give better care to our pregnant women. Because pregnancy itself can be very stressful for some women. And so the environment where we give them care shouldn't add more stress to them. And so we are appealing to the general public, they should support us so that we can achieve this ultra-modern facility we want to put up for the pregnant women.
You made mention of the fact that the Member of Parliament is heavily involved. What was his name?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah.
You made mention of the fact that the Member of Parliament for the area is heavily involved in the construction of the project, and you have changed a few things so that you can put up a very magnificent project. Let me put it that way. And I want to find out from you that the MP who is assisting you, do you by way or by chance know his name?
Yeah, it's Emmanuel Bois.
Emmanuel Bois. Yeah. Oh, Amakofi Bois. Oh, it's a different.
No, not. It's a different one.
It's a different one. Okay, we will have to check out on that. Thank you so much, Evans. Thank you. We are grateful. Medical Director Matthias Catholic Hospital there, and he has stated what their issues are. Immediately, they want some sort of support. I don't know why a project will be down for 3 years, and we are looking for money to complete the project. Chris. Giving birth and your child would have to be on the floor and all that.
And he said something. He said, pregnancy is stressful for some women. No. It is pregnancy is stressful for all women. It's so much to handle. For, carrying the baby for 9 months, and after the 9 months, you probably go to the hospital to give birth, and then you have to lie on the floor. That's a problem. Wow. That's a serious problem.
Wow.
I can't imagine it. I really can't imagine it.
Wow.
I really can't imagine it. And I feel like there should be other makeshift systems before we wait for the other side to be completed or the other maternity block to be completed. There should be some sort of makeshift system. That's what keeps running through my head. Is there no other way? Must it be the maternity ward? Can there be other wards? Can they go and sleep other places? Must it be on the floor? Can they sleep on other beds?
Anyway, the member of parliament you mentioned is Emmanuel Kweku Buam. He is the member of parliament for Pro East, and in there is EAG. So if something has to be done, it has to be done now. I am sure that he is trying to lobby so that he will get people there, that is residents within EAG, a very nice place so that they can go and have